Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the What It Do podcast.
Did your shoe shop used to be where Outer Rim Collective was at?
I don't.
No,
there was
that's
a shop there for a little
Cypher Kicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tomas, I forget his last name. Tomas something or the other. He had a store in what was the old Outer Rim before Cruz moved over to the building next to him.
Yeah.
When that roof caved in, he had to leave. So they renovated that building, and Tomas took over. And it
Okay.
was a head shop / sneaker shop.
Oh, okay.
So he sold like vapes and the typical head.
That was
shop
almost
stuff.
a studio.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah, we went and looked at it.
Dude, that would have been sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this spot too. This is.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden. You don't have to worry about people
No.
coming
Yeah,
in.
I felt like I was like on some fucking. I was like, what am I walking into?
Yeah, that's, everybody says that. I got to make a sign, just a neon sign or something.
Live nudes.
Live
nudes.
But I was like, yeah. But basically, the guy you're talking about, he's basically where Cruz was, and his shop was open around the same time our shop was open, and I'll get more in depth into that as the podcast goes on and kind of explain my origin story and how I kind of got to where I am now, and how my relationship with DEON works and what that kind of entails.
Well, cool, man. Hey, guys, welcome back to another episode of the What To Do podcast.
What's up?
Welcome.
Welcome, man. Hey, this week in the studio, we got Mr. Isaiah HERRARH, and DEON ROSE. It's a cool name, though.
Thank y'all for coming.
DEON ROSE.
DEON Rose sounds like a wrestler.
Yeah.
Come to the ring.
Oh,
I was hoping it would be a football player, but I didn't.
Right.
So, my bad.
I'm gonna leave some of that in there before.
Oh, yeah. No, we're good.
So some of the little bit what we were talking about, I'll leave it in there. That way people, because I like to do it to where it seems like you're just walking into a conversation, and then they're like, oh shit, they already started the podcast, before we even introduce anybody. So, but some of that'll stay in there.
Oh, that's good. That's fine.
Yeah, man, before we get started, I kind of do a little introduction, of who you are and how you got started. And DEON, if you would mind doing the same, just to get people to know, it's like, hey, man, what do these guys do?
Yeah, of
Even
course.
though we did talk about it a little bit, but just here.
Let everybody else know.
No, for sure. Yeah. So I'm Isaiah. That's DEON. We have a shop together. It's a double building. It's a one building double shop.
Okay.
New Wave 2.0 and then Vintage Threads. So
Okay.
my official title is Vintage Threads. Even though we share the same umbrella, we're in the same building. We're two separate entities. He
gotcha.
cuts hair. He does the barbershop thing. I'm on the opposite end across from him, and I do the vintage T-shirts and vintage hats and just vintage clothing in general. And I'm my 5th year in business, right?
Oh, wow.
Hey man, that's actually
that's an accomplishment in this time.
Yeah. 5th year in business. Same for I think Deon's going on 6 years in business. So
Okay. In the same building?
Same building, yeah.
How long have you been cutting hair for? Usually it's longer than that, though, right?
11 years.
11 years.
Oh, wow.
Dude.
You from here?
Yes.
Okay.
I graduated from Central. I was born in Odessa, but graduated from Central, lived in Waco for a little bit, came back because my parents moved over there, but then it got bad and we came back and I went to Lee. I still call it Lee. I'm never calling it the other one. Lee Rebel. So went to Lee, graduated from Central, and then,
No, what year did you graduate?
09.
Oh, okay. That's way after
Mm.
me. Not much after me.
After me, too.
It's a little bit after me, not that much.
A decade. I'll say it. A decade.
Class of 2016.
I'll have a drink to that.
2016 is when you graduated?
Hell no, I
3
didn't
years
graduate.
old.
Oh, no.
I wish.
Dude, me too.
You're right.
I say, hey, I graduated notes because that's the year I was supposed to graduate, But, of course, they were like, hey, we need you in the principal's office. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yeah, I need to pack your shit. Get the fuck out.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, dude, on my birthday, my 18th birthday.
Happy birthday. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, basically is what it was, bro. They're
Basically,
like,
yeah.
hey, thank you, but, you got everything with you? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, you can go in and go. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Are you serious? That's how it fucking ran out?
So quick.
Damn.
So, no, I didn't graduate. So, yeah,
Lakeview
graduate.
Lakeview wouldn't have did
Look
that.
at him now.
Yeah. Anybody graduates there.
Oh.
No
child left behind.
No child left behind.
So, my bad. Sorry. Dude.
No, you're good, brother. You're
A
good. You're good.
michelada today, Oscar?
The meat.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I got to take it easy. I got to drink a little light today.
A little light.
Yeah.
Light.
I got 2 of those.
So we were talking a little bit off the podcast. Like, man, you're young and we've had a couple of guys that also do vintage stuff, and they're young too. And it's like, man, it's crazy that y'all are as into the vintage stuff as y'all are, and y'all like know what it's actually vintage. Like
that's
like,
the
man, like the
part.
shirt that you brought, bro. Like,
Yeah.
how would you like? To me, it's like I used to have that shirt. And thank you, by the way. That's an awesome shirt.
It shows
No,
your age.
absolutely. Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, you know, and here's the thing, right? Here's kind of I call it my villain vintage origin story, because I had a rough childhood, you know?
Yeah.
My mother was 16 years old when I was born, and my father was 13. So you can kind of imagine what kind of childhood I had growing up.
Yeah.
Kids raising kids, right there.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna like go into depth about what kind of childhood I had, but let's just say I grew up in a household that was basically like a time capsule. My grandmother had 12 kids, and everything that they had was like my fucking hand-me-down.
Yeah.
So
okay.
everything was old, you know. We still had the fucking manguera where you had to put the abanico where you had to put the manguera in it.
Oh, they've ever in a cooler.
yeah.
Sit there and water that shit for
I
like
remember
15
those.
minutes, and then it finally
yeah.
dripped, and it was like, okay, it's cool, it's ready to go now. Yeah. So, you know, we had old shit in my house, and that's basically, you know, how I grew up. It was like 5, 6, 10 years in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's 2002, but we're living in 92.
You described my childhood.
Right? Yeah. So I've always been considered, or more or less have people consider me an old soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I accept that title, you know. I kind of relate more to people who are older than me, or people who are just more knowledgeable than me. I tend to kind of gravitate towards those people more than people my own age, just because I kind of carry myself in that same aspect.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, it was only second nature for me to get into vintage. You know, growing up, I never had brand new clothes. I never had. I was never popping tags off my clothes. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was always fucking Goodwill tags, Salvation
Right.
Army tags. You know what I mean? So growing up with nothing, you kind of learn like what you need and what the fuck you don't need.
Right.
And I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I genuinely.
Dude, it's simpler.
I
It's a
genuinely
simpler
like
lifestyle,
it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I had a
mean,
buddy one time tell me, because like he was telling me we were working on the rig, and they didn't have a lot of money, man. Like, you know, they kind of grew up poor too, and they lived in Corpus. And he was telling me about his son, because he had a lot of kids too. So yeah, we made good money on the rig, but when you got a lot of kids, the money goes fast. You know, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
So he was telling me about his son. He wanted these some new clothes for I don't remember what was going on, but he had some nice clothes, but they just weren't like polo or, you know, something like that, you know. And he told his son, he was like, listen, and I mean, this is the realest thing I've ever heard somebody say, but it's true. He was like, son, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, I mean, right there tells you, I mean, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
It's in you, not on you.
Yes.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make anything pop. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Confidence is key.
Absolutely, right.
Absolutely. As
Yeah.
long as you're comfortable in your own skin, who gives a fuck?
Yep.
Right? Who cares what the next person has to say about what the fuck? I mean, look what the fuck I'm wearing. You know what I mean?
I like it.
And at the end of the day, it's like, man, this is me.
Yeah.
You know, I who I am on the inside is who I am on the outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Oh, the people chasing tags, the fucking brands and stuff like that. You can tell it's just like you're chasing the next thing that's gonna make you feel better. Instead of being your original you're trying to fit in
Who
with
the
the rest
fuck
of these
you are.
dickheads
Yeah,
that
yeah.
don't like you
Brand whore.
anyways.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so it doesn't have a fucking alligator, right? So it's a lizard or a gecko. Come on, that's
Right,
okay.
right,
What's cool
Or
is
geckos, not
when
geckos.
you find those brand names like that at like a secondhand shop, and you're like, man, I just got that same thing for way less than what they bought it for, you know, full price, you know, $80. I just bought it for $20.
it smells like cigarettes and mothballs, but nothing a little bit of washing.
Wash that smell out.
yeah, that's right.
That's all it takes, man. We're some Febreze, throw double bottle of Febreze in your washing machine.
Should be good to go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking cool, man. Because that's crazy. Because like you're sitting there describing it, I remember being out there in my fucking underwear as a goddamn 6-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just got yelled at. Hey, go fucking go spray the
swamp cooler.
yeah, go spray the
Yeah,
swamp cooler.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there out there. I just remember that shit, drinking water.
And then
out
you
of the
take a
fucking
drink
faucet.
out of it. Yeah, you take
Sitting
a
there
drink out of
spraying
it as you're spraying it.
That's
yeah.
when the water was good still, too. You could drink it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. That's probably why we're
Unless it was the dead of summer, bro. You gotta let that water run. a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, get that.
Yeah.
because
heat
it comes
out.
out hot.
Oh, it's not only hot, man. The fucking taste,
The
of
rubber taste.
Yes,
Yeah.
They came out. I was like,
Or the insects that's been living in it.
Oh yeah,
that's
They're okay. It's a protein. It's all right.
Right?
Cricket is good protein.
There you go. Delicacies.
Well, that's cool, man. Because like it blows me away, man, to see like young guys like that are into the vintage stuff and they really know what they're looking for.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. And you
like
know,
Dogma. Have you actually watched Dogma?
absolutely. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Come on.
So the show that you saw, the episode, that was my first time watching Dogma.
You've never,
I had never seen it until that
Nice.
time.
Yeah, that was
Such
crazy.
an uncultured swine.
Yeah.
Culture.
Like I was telling you guys before I came in, you know, this is not just any copy of Dogma. This is actually the Bubba Video copy of Dogma. So
San Angelo right
it's the
there.
San Angelo Dogma. So it's got a little bit more of a historical significance to
Yeah.
to the local guys. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The local community who there's a ton of us out here who kind of like would very much rather live in the past than in the present.
Oh, absolutely. bro.
Absolutely.
You
The
know,
good times.
when we congregate and we get together, we geek out over shit like this
Yeah.
because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, that's not just any fucking dogma. That's the dogma. That's the fucking
Yeah.
San Angelo dogma.
There you go. It's the
It's the
dog.
Dogma. Yeah. And the condition
that.
that it's in.
It's fucking.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
immaculate.
bro.
Coming from a rental store, like,
Yeah.
damn.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I was hoping to
that's
see
cool.
like a Be Kind Rewind. Remember those old
Yeah,
CDs?
and it's got it on there, and it says $2 charge for non-rewind
For non-rewinding.
fees.
Remember, people used to actually buy like a
fucking
player
rewinder?
just to rewind
Yeah.
only, a rewinder. That's
Yeah.
it, just to
There's
rewind
there's
it.
a Corvette one that I like.
Really?
I need it. I'm like, I need the Corvette fucking rewinder.
Oh, shit.
It's a literal. It's an actual fucking car.
It does it
Pop the
fast.
hood and you
Yeah.
fucking pop the tape into the fucking engine and it rewinds the tape
Yeah.
for you. That shit's cool as
I've been
fuck.
trying to look for one because when I went to Chris Nava,
Uh-huh.
they're opening up that pinball store, that pinball bar slash
Oh, yeah,
game
yeah,
store.
Like a barcade kind of?
Yeah, and he was showing me that front area. He's like, man, I want to redo this, but what I really want, I want to put a vintage TV, make it look
Those
like a fucking.
CRTs. Yeah.
Like you're going back
Yeah.
into a time.
Yeah, there you go. Like you're
Yeah,
walking back into the
retro.
80s, just a
Well,
retro
that'd be
little
cool.
area. And he's like, but what I really want is that fucking car rewinder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that would be badass,
That
bro.
would be
the one,
badass.
yeah.
That's the grill right there, huh?
Yeah, I've been looking for it, but man, I can't find them.
I actually have the Cars TV, the Lightning McQueen
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
CRT.
Do you
So
really?
it's Lightning McQueen's the car body,
Uh-huh.
and the screen is his face.
Oh, that's
shit.
cool.
And it's a DVD TV combo. So whenever you want to watch a DVD, you just press the button and his mouth opens, and the
What
fucking
the fuck?
DVD comes out. You put it in, you close it, and you fucking watch the TVs and shit.
I would have considered that vintage because I'm older than that.
Yeah,
But like, when did Cars come out? The first one?
2000 and believe it or not, crazy story. It kind of coincides with what we were talking about with the Dogma VHS tape. One of the most expensive VHS tapes on the market is Cars.
What the
If
fuck?
you look up
Cars
Disney's,
came out in 2006, by the way.
yes, if you look up, and VHS went out of production in 2007. It's one of the last VHS tapes to ever release, and if you look it up, I mean, it's hitting 1K plus.
Whoa.
No
Yeah.
shit.
1K plus.
That's
and,
wild.
and that's on the slip cover. There, if it's in a clamshell, it's fake because
Okay.
it only was released on slip cover. And I want to say it was online order only, so it wasn't available in stores. So only the
that's rare.
hardcore Disney heads who wanted every fucking Disney movie that were released at the time on VHS, you had to go and order it online.
Yeah.
And that's why the scarcity and like the rarity and just how it's like one of the last VHS tapes to release. It's up there, So if you got Cars somewhere in your collection, in your attic, or somewhere, you got a little fortune on your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the movie, but it's in a fuck. What you call them? Turtle shell?
The clamshells?
The clamshell? Is that what the plastic shit?
Oh yeah. The clamshell. So clamshells, they're not exclusive to Disney, but Disney kind of coined them as like their like how
Signature.
they released their
Okay.
signature. So there was a stigma there going on for a while where people believed that Disney clamshells were like you're sitting on a gold mine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I've gone into fucking like Salvation Army and thrift stores and they have Disney clamshells behind the glass case
Oh, damn.
with pictures of eBay comps next to them.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like these are and then they're like 50-cent tapes, dude. Like sit down.
Yeah. they're not the real deal.
Yeah, well, it's not even just that. It's like they're not worth what they're trying to persuade them to be.
Yeah.
So
So was I correct in those plastic cases? Those are clamshells. Is that what you're talking about?
so so there's DVD casings, right? And then there's the clamshells are the ones that made the pop whenever you would open them.
Yes. Okay.
And they look like, I don't even know how they describe. They look like books.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it had just a singular tape in there, and sometimes the clamshells would be different colors. Like I know Nickelodeon had like
The
orange
orange.
ones.
Okay.
You know, Disney had their black label ones, and then they had the classic white ones.
Yeah.
And most of the time when you find the clamshells, like they're so dry rotted from like just being so old,
They'll split in the
they
back and shit.
crack
Yeah.
and they fall apart and they're just barely hanging on.
Yeah.
So I don't personally collect clamshells. It's not really like my cup of tea. But there's some super rare, like Disney tapes that are only on clamshell, right? So it's like you got to get them.
Yeah, regardless,
Yeah.
God damn.
That's cool, man. There's a lot to like really, if you're going to do that type of business, you better really know like all the ins and outs. Like, well, this is what's actually worth something. Cause like, who would have thought that? I never would have known that the clamshells are not actually the ones that are worth as much as like a slip cover.
Yeah, well,
And then I'm sure it depends on the movie too.
Storage is the biggest one.
Okay.
It's so difficult to store VHS tapes. They take up so much room. I mean, you imagine one VHS tape, right?
Yeah.
Now, multiply that times a few hundred.
Oh yeah.
How much space would that take up?
Yeah.
You know what I
Take
mean?
up this whole wall probably.
And then consider a clamshell, which is damn near double the size. It's like, holy
Yeah.
fuck, that's a lot of real estate that I'm taking up.
Yeah.
And I don't even have 50 tapes on the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So collectors really they go after the slip covers, and they tend to avoid the clamshells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Well, I think it's a good thing to get into, man. And I'll tell you the story, right? It comes from a source that it's not. I wasn't really supposed to know this. Actually, no one's supposed to know this.
oh shit.
But you know, it's crazy because he was like, you know, he works for. We'll just say he works for the government.
Yeah, there you
right.
go.
And I'll just be vague about that. And they're taking all the digitized stuff and putting it in fucking in drives.
Oh,
You know, they're taking the stuff that they have because you know before they was like we're gonna take everything analog and go digital with it. You know, so they spent fucking an ungodly amount of money on manpower, resources to do all this, right? And then I come to find out this 2 years later. I mean, not 2 years ago, that they're taking everything digital and they're trying to make it back analog. You know, so and they're of course they're doing this in these vaults, man, where it's like, hey, they're doing this shit underground, so nothing is gonna get infected by EMP. You know, so you're just like, oh fuck, okay. So now they're trying to because there's like
So what do they know?
that's the big one right there,
Yeah.
you know. So we know. I mean, here's what they claim, anyways, is it there's EMP weapons
Allegedly.
allegedly, you know that can be fired off in space over a certain area,
Satellites.
and just fucking wipe out everything. So with that being said, you're just like, well, we got no backup on anything, you know. So they spent ungodly amount of money just going
backing
everything up,
and then
Reverse-
rebacking it up.
rebacking up into analog.
Dion, you're a veteran. Can you back this up, brother?
That's not even my field. Yeah. So,
Yeah, this is a specific field that he's in. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, hey, kind of like with the reason, I mean, there's a lot of these data centers growing up and they're trying to save all this data, right? But it's like at some point, kind of, it's, you get so much of it, how much is actually worth anything, you know?
Well, here's the thing, right? Physical media is starting to become. It's making the rounds again. You know, a lot of new companies are releasing movies on VHS formats,
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
it's making a full round circle where
Yes.
it's coming back into play because streaming services are kind of
screwing.
dying. You know what I mean? Where it's like
They're screwing people too.
yeah,
though.
they're screwing people on their prices. They're going up on prices, and the catalog is never consistent.
Yeah.
Well,
or they'll change it too.
Yeah. And they're
Okay.
getting so together with like, we'll bundle all this. You're turning back into cable, man.
Yeah, no, fuck.
and
Yeah,
another
yeah,
thing
you're good.
is,
Yeah, absolutely.
these CEOs are talking about you don't own what you buy, you lease it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but video
They
games
took the
yeah.
crew off of people's hard drives on PlayStation, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? I bought that game, and you came and took it off.
Came in, you don't
Yeah.
own it. You
Like,
rented
If
it.
I can't play it online and you don't want me to, you don't want to provide the servers for it, cool. I still should be able to play the single player
Yeah.
and
Yes.
enjoy it offline, and you took that away from me. So get physical copies of everything.
Yeah. You rented it for full price.
I had ran into that on 2 different instances. So I had bought a couple of movies like on the PlayStation Network, right?
Yes.
And they were on the network. I was like, cool, it's always going to be there. And then I went back to go find this movie that should have been in my personal library, and it's not there no more. And it's because Sony and the production company couldn't come back to terms again. Like they had started out like, okay, yeah, we're at terms. And then they were like, well, look, it's time to renegotiate the terms. And they couldn't figure it out again. So like, all right, well, we're pulling all our stuff back off your library. Even though I paid like 20 something bucks for that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But what's the claim there? You don't own the licensing?
You don't own the licensing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what other thing they did that with? I don't know if y'all remember Ultimate Alliance.
I don't remember that one.
No.
It was a video game.
Yes, I do.
1 and 2, good video games when it came out. So they had some DLC characters, and because of licensing issues, you no longer can play with those. I ran into that problem.
And you pay for those. You pay for those
Yeah.
characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Couldn't
sucks.
play with a few of the DLC characters. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized and start looking into it. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And
You pay all this money for it.
I'm trying to
you
remember
can't
the
keep it.
CEO
Yeah.
that said that out loud, that said get used to leasing stuff and not owning anything.
That's what it is.
You
Leasing.
will own nothing and be happy.
Yeah. So the other instance that we ran into was, so there would be like a real popular show. Let's say Friends, for instance, because my wife likes that show. So originally, I can't remember if it was on Netflix, I think.
Yes.
The entire show. Yeah. And so it was cool. It was on Netflix, And then they pulled it from Netflix, and then it went to HBO Max. So that means I've got to get a whole other prescription or subscription to watch this. And then who's to say that it doesn't get pulled off? Which it will. It'll get pulled off there, and it'll go Paramount. Then now you got to get Paramount, subscription. And it's like, this is bullshit. So then I went and bought the whole show on DVD, right? And then I found out there's this thing called DVD rot.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's some bullshit. So then I bought a hard drive, and I'm like, I'm uploading anything that I have on DVD, I'm uploading onto a hard drive. So I have both. I'll have a copy on DVD, and then I have a copy on probably 2 different hard drives. But then then you wonder about like, well, what if an EMP ever goes off? Then I lose that too. So honestly, the real way to go is VHS.
Yeah. But what's crazy though? People are spending money to build Faraday cage rooms
For all their stuff.
Oh, yeah. Should anything happen, you can put it all in that Faraday cage.
Yeah. The whole room?
The whole room. Which
Damn.
is, here's another crazy, let me see, you want to get the conspiracy
How
shit.
do we go?
How is that? Is that like a, like maybe like a sheeting
my
that you
wife
put
would
like
love
inside
that.
the wall?
Yeah, you're basically building like a fucking net around your wall with wiring, whether it be fucking aluminum foil, something to keep the signal from coming through, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the conspiracy theory, right? Well, it's not even a conspiracy theory because people are actually doing this for therapy. They're building Faraday cages in their room, and people are opening businesses, right, on straight therapy inside a Faraday cage. Apparently, when you climb in these things, all the noise goes away. It's like you're that constant interference. Because
I've heard of soldiers, when they get done with missions, they have these caps, they're beanie caps that they wear, and they're basically Faraday cage beanies that they wear, and it's to help calm their mental state.
yes. Which kind of like, if you really pay attention, right? Like these basketball players, these football players, when they come out of the fucking gym, when they're coming out of the goddamn, the locker room, they're not wearing fucking headphones, Bluetooth headphones. Everything's wired. Like if you really pay attention, because you're constantly bombarding, you're frying your fucking brain.
You're bringing all these frequencies in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like people are like, well, how the fuck can you actually do that? Okay. And here goes back to another thing that I noticed. Like, you ever been singing a song, right? And you're like, fuck it, you just pick it up and you're singing it and you're singing it. You go and turn the radio on
And it's fucking
playing. Because you've tapped, in my opinion, your brain has tapped into that signal. Granted,
They know what you're thinking.
Yeah, as little as it fucking may be, but it's enough to resonate in your head to be like, you start singing it.
We literally talk about this at the shop all the time.
Yeah.
Go put that hat on, the tinfoil hat.
Tinfoil hats. We need some just in here for whenever we get to
Like,
this.
I wonder what my secret government agent is going to recommend me to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Recommend
rent your
you.
watch. We have another friend, he does beekeeping, right? And he went out and put fucking 3 hives out, and all the bees left. And he's like, what the fuck? Are they all 3 hives, bees left? He goes out there and he puts a video out, and he's like,
yeah.
Oh, I know who you're
5G tower, and he's like, they've been just bombarding with signals. I think it may have something to do with it, because in the past 10, 15 years, these bees are, they're thinning out, the numbers are thinning out.
Yeah.
But that's when you got an introduction of fucking 4G, 5G. Maybe there is something to it.
Yeah. affecting the bee population, which that's not good either because that affects crops. That affects, everything. Yeah.
Without bees, we're gonzo.
The flowers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys are parents, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Every single person in here. Social media, right? Especially right now, it's so hard to get on social media. And I don't even, first of all, I don't even have TikTok, the app. I don't have that on my phone. It's not even
Same.
downloaded.
You're
on my
missing
phone.
out, man. No, it's
Nah,
But
I don't have it either.
As a parent, like, you know, and everybody in this room is a parent. As a parent, you get on the internet, you get on these apps, and you're just seeing the worst fucking things you can imagine, right? Epstein files and all this other bullshit that's going on right now.
yeah.
How do you guys feel as a parent living in where we're living in right now?
Dude, it's scary because on Instagram, which I always thought Instagram was heavily like censored. It's really not.
No, hell no.
I can get on Instagram and it started with somebody had sent me a video and I watched it and it was like in Colombia or Brazil or somewhere and some guy got stabbed and you saw the whole thing.
Oh, it was front and center, yeah.
Me watching that one video, it pops up every so often where I'll be watching, like there's this one called Gorecore and it's an Instagram page. And the whole thing is dedicated to
just
videos
fucking
of people getting killed.
Faces of death,
I mean,
fucking
dude, it's it's like a lot of
Faces of
it.
death.
A lot of it's like cartel
The
stuff.
official
Like
Instagram account.
somebody will pull up to this one that came across today, and I watched it, of course. So it's
He's
even.
like
I spent
watching.
time watching it, so
Oh
they're
my
gonna
God.
keep sending me
You done
more.
fucked up your algorithm.
Yeah, but it was so bad though. I mean, like this car pulls up, these two guys get out. There's another car parked here, and there's a black car just parked way back over here off to the side, which I'm not even paying attention to. I'm just like, what are these guys doing? You know, what is this about? One guy gets up, they go to this car, they unlock it, and he's like opening up the back trunk and he's cleaning out something, and then they're opening up the trunk of the car that they came in, and then all of a sudden this guy gets out, and he's got like an AR or some, you know, I don't even know what type of gun, and he just unloads on that guy, and then two more guys get out. This guy takes off running, they gun him down, and then they unload. All four of them unload their clips on this guy. He's already dead. They unload on him, and then they jump back in their car and they take off, and I'm like, holy shit, I just watched a hit. Like, this was a hit.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like, now you were saying about kids, like, if I can come across this easily, if my daughter's not that young anymore, but I mean, I'm just saying kids in general,
Right.
5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, have you ever seen those kids grab your phone? They know exactly what to go to. And
No,
like
my
what
daughter
they want
doesn't have.
I mean, like that, you know?
She doesn't have any social media.
That's good because I mean, have you ever seen kids do that though?
Yeah,
like,
no.
They want to
yeah.
play a game. They want to
I
watch a
trip
YouTube
the
video.
Freak out.
They
Homies
know
do it.
How she knows.
They know where to go, what to hit,
Yeah.
everything. So what if like a 5-year-old comes across that?
No,
How does that
absolutely.
affect his brain?
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. And
crazy.
you know, there's a lot of stuff going on and just in society in general. It's just like you can't open your phone and escape it. It's like it's like front page news. You know what I
Well,
mean?
here's the deal. So when you're on Instagram, I know this for Instagram, you can tap the 3 dots on top.
Oh, and I don't want to see
not
this.
interested.
Yeah,
And that'll help filter that stuff out.
I did not know that.
yeah. I knew.
Or
about
sometimes
that.
they'll ask you at the bottom, interested or not interested, or
And you can do it on Facebook too. They have Facebook Reels, and it's kind of like the same process. You click on the bars, and it'll like
see less of
and,
this.
and how to have a plus and a minus on it.
On Instagram, it used to have it to where it was blurred out, and then it would be like,
You
like
cl- you have
it'd
to
be
push-
like, if you want to view it, then you click here or just keep watching. Of course, my dumb
I
ass is
still
like,
get that.
What's this
I would
about?
say
You know?
Abraham.
But it doesn't show that to me anymore. You still get that?
So he
Yeah.
wants to see
Probably
this.
because I've watched so many of them.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's fine.
I don't know if
Listen, he like it.
He likes it. Keep sending it to him. Yeah.
I don't know if I mean I know like TikTok, right? When you start seeing like just the repeated that type of shit, you can go to the settings and say clear feed or reset feed.
And reset the whole feed.
and it'll reset
your
the FYP
algorithm?
page.
The algorithm, everything?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Maybe
So
I need to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if Instagram or Facebook has that. I'm sure they do because
But TikTok does.
So
Yeah,
so
TikTok
did you guys see like there's a video that's making the rounds right now. It's kind of just it's spiraling everywhere. It's about the mother who unalived her son and dismembered his body in the trunk.
I think I saw something.
Did you see
about
something like that?
Yeah.
I think I read
Oh,
about
and the crazy thing is the most interesting part about that was the police officers that pulled her over gave her a ride home after that. They
Damn.
took her home, gave her time to basically flee. And then when they went back to the crime scene, they were like, hey, maybe we should actually look in the trunk. and they look in the trunk and there's
Just
the body, and it's
Damn.
like, what in the actual fuck is
Yeah.
going on with this? Like, what the hell?
Like, if you think about it, like, how does that affect kids that come across this stuff? Like,
no, for sure.
it's got to scare them.
I look at my
it's
kids
got
like
to.
as they're scrolling through their shit, because they'll come and sit right next to me, and I don't see any of that on theirs. But then again, they're not looking for it,
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully they never do. I'll never share one of those.
Like I
videos
said,
with
all
them.
it takes is somebody to share it to
Yeah.
you, and then you
Yeah,
spend
your
like 2
mutual
seconds
friend,
watching it.
your
Yeah.
mutual friend will post it. Somebody you're Facebook friends with, whatever, they post it. That's on their timeline. You're scrolling, whatever, and then it
Yeah,
kinda
I really try to pay
Yeah.
attention to like their attitude. You know what I mean? Because that shit will fuck you up. So if they're like, my kids aren't quiet, So if I see like an attitude change or something like that, I'm like, I will talk with them, And I'm like, hey, what's up? Everything all right? And it's like, yeah, I try to be more engaging with them because when you do see shit like that, there was some shit with I guess Snapchat with these kids.
They're not allowed to have Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And
That's good.
it's a lot of shit, man. Especially because they can send shit to each other, right?
Well, that's
And
like
then it
right
goes
now
away.
with the Roblox,
Exactly.
the Roblox stuff. Have y'all been
Yeah,
seeing that?
dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Oh
the
my God,
pedophilia
bro.
in that shit.
So much of it,
Yeah.
like
And it's
insane.
fucking everywhere, dog. It's everywhere. Like, I don't think we even begin to scratch the surface of the people. Well, I mean, we think Jeffrey Epstein's bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he's.
What's crazy is like games like Roblox. There's a whole bunch of games where they're like social games like that.
Like Sims, and-
Fortnite. A bunch of where people can have conversations on there. There's like, I mean, it's proven. There's been like ISIS groups that they get on there to communicate with each other, talking about something. They don't care about the game. They're just in there to conversate about whatever mission they have going
well,
on. You know what I mean?
Jeffrey Epstein was on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
He had an account. He was
got
he was
banned.
he was playing Xbox Live probably in its prime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He probably wasn't actually playing. He was probably on there like trying to.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Scouting.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
scouting.
course.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his account came back active 4 days after he died.
That's wild,
Suicided.
right?
And I'm like, where's the IP address? They traced the IP address
Israel.
to Israel.
Of course.
And I'm like, he's not dead. He's not dead.
Yeah, but I try my hardest, man, just to kind of clear my mind and get off it, because I'm a girl dad, right?
Oh, dude, me too.
Both my
Oscar
babies,
too.
both my babies are girls. You know what I mean? And they're girly girls. And my youngest, she's only 5 months, so I can't really
Oh, okay.
contest to her personality or anything.
Your
like
oldest
that.
younger than 10?
Well, my oldest is she'll be 9 this year.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? I had my baby young. you
Yeah.
know? So we kind of grew up together. You
Yeah.
know? So
funny.
it's and I'm so protective of my kids. You know what I mean? Like especially with my upbringing
have to be, man.
and how I was brought up. Like I kind of find myself like being that overbearing, overprotective parent, right? But it's like I know what I was exposed to at a young age. You know, having young parents and just things that I wasn't supposed to see or hear or know about, being kind of exposed to at such a young age that it kind of like twisted a little bit of my reality.
Yeah.
And I try to like be like, my kids still believe in the fucking tooth fairy and fucking
That's
Santa
good.
Claus.
Santa Claus,
and-
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I try to keep
Let him be a kid as long as he can
exactly.
keep
I
him
try
a
to keep
kid.
that dynamic at home, right? Because it's like, you guys don't need. And as soon as she starts giving me that back talk, and she's like, "Dad, I don't know, you're not gonna," and I'm like, "Excuse me."
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you worry about little kid business, you don't worry about adult business, girl.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? Like, you stay at adult business, you don't worry about finances, you don't worry about anything. The only thing you should be worried about is make sure your room's clean and,
Yeah.
clean up after yourself and, just be a kid. Have
Yeah.
fun. Play with your cousins and,
Yeah.
just do your thing. And then, now I have a 5-month-old. So I'm starting over. You know what I mean? And when my oldest was born, I had to work. You know what I mean? I'm 18, 19 years old with an infant child, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like,
Same.
didn't have any guidance for this. Don't really have anything to go off of. Kind of learning as I go.
Yeah, there's no instruction book.
Yeah, there's
none
no
of us
instruction
do.
book. So
Yeah.
I'm like, as I'm raising my kid, I'm raising myself. You know what I mean? So I basically kind of like created a system that works for me. But I feel like with my first daughter, I missed a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was just working and working and working and working. Like I had to. I didn't have a choice. So now that I have my new daughter, I'm able to like enjoy the fatherhood side of it. be playful, be childish, kind of, have
more.
those tea parties with the girls. You know what I mean? So, and I love it. It's fun, and my kids get to see a side of me that not everybody else gets to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just get to be there for them. And
that's good, man.
For me, that's the beauty of fatherhood. Is like what you missed out on, you get to relive through their eyes.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that shit's cool, man. And to all the new dads out there, anybody who's maybe got like a kid or whatever, kind of take to heed what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like what's going on right now in the world, and not to be too political or anything like that, but I feel like what's going on in the world right now, it's a lot of absence.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of nobody's allowing themselves to be checked.
What I see a lot nowadays.
Accountability is what you're talking about.
Accountability is
a lot of people when you're used to getting away with shit, you're gonna continue to do the things because you know you can get away with it.
Exactly, yeah.
So
you always have that cushion. Exactly. It's like I can fall, I'm gonna land. It's a soft landing. I don't have anything to worry about.
Or no hard landing at all.
Yeah.
What you see a lot of nowadays is like you'll see parents with their kids and they're somewhere, but the parents are on their phone scrolling.
Yeah.
Not even paying attention, not even enjoying whatever event they're
doom
at.
scrolling, and your kids over here fucking jumping on couches.
Enjoy
and
the
shit.
moment with your kids, or the kids on an iPad.
Or when they go out and they don't spend the time talking to their kids, they're just like, "Here, be quiet."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
So
I was like,
much,
"Dude, talk to your kid, man."
Yeah, enjoy the moment.
We used to get in trouble for talking too much. You know what I mean? My grandma used to get on our ass. Hey, y'all running around like a bunch of hoodlums. Y'all need to sit down somewhere. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, us growing up, I've always had a strict house. Like, I'm fucking Kim Jong-un in my house.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Where it's like,
that's a crazy analogy.
Where it's like, I'm the dictator. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with shit with my kids, I'm cool with shit with my kids. They can do whatever they want. I'm open. I talk to them like adults. I've never, since my kids were children, man, since babies, I never talked to them like babies. Yes, dude, I shit you not. I would sit there. I could have a conversation with the 4-year-old.
Okay.
Because they're like, "Hey, Dad." I mean, the words, they don't have all the words, but they're just like completely open. They're open. It was like, "Hey, some like nightmares or something like that." It's like, some of them was like, "No, it was nothing," or "I was scared," something like that. Hold on a second. I didn't like, my biggest pet peeve is crying. I fucking hate crying. Talk to me. We can talk through this, And at the end of it, it's like, "Hey, man, you good?" It's like, "Yeah, we're good."
You're a solution guy.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not a comforting guy. I don't want to comfort. I'll hold you. Hey, everything's gonna be okay. Obviously,
Oscar likes to fix everything.
Yeah, I'm a fixer.
Yeah.
I am. I got 5 kids, and I raise them all differently because
twins on top of that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah. So I raise them all differently because they're different people. You can't raise them. To me, I don't know. I got 5. I can't raise them the same.
There's five different humans.
personalities. Yeah.
My oldest is like my little best friend. Her name's Aaliyah. She's just like me, looks like me. At one point, she wanted to play football, but I couldn't.
Like you, brother.
I couldn't. No, she looks just like me. Like, on that level. No, I couldn't let her play football. She resents me a little bit to this day for that. But
He's a printer.
My wife hates that. Did I do any other work? Yeah, you just held the
killed
baby.
him. Yeah, you held on to him for me.
My DNA was in there.
It's like they always go on rubber belly. Oh my God, congratulations! But no one comes grab your sack. Good,
Right.
good job, buddy. Good job.
Yeah.
So
You don't get that pat sack.
I can be harder on my oldest one
Yeah.
compared to the other ones. And then my second one, I need to be harder on her, but she's the girly girl. And my oldest one, she wants to join the Marines.
Oh wow.
She wants to be, I don't know as of right now if there's ever been a female lieutenant infantry officer yet. But she wants to be the first one. And that's like her mindset.
That's
That's badass.
Yeah. I mean,
It's scary, but
that's a big
at the same
goal.
time, yeah,
I want her to
that's
go Army or
massive.
Air Force, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But and then my second oldest, she's the girly girl. We just now letting her wear makeup. It was her birthday on the 23rd. She just turned 14. You gotta like, she's all sad, depressed. I'm like, you ain't fucking sad. You just gotta clean your room. That's
What are you
it.
going through? You have no kind of trauma whatsoever.
But and then I got a 9-year-old son now. He's the one that I'm real rough with because he's like me and how I was at 9, and he's the biggest kid in his class, like tall wise and big wise, and he's a freight train when he gets going. And it's just like, you got to be fragile. I mean, you got to be careful because like he's in a class with small kids.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
He don't know his own strength. He's
because he's used to fighting his sisters. That's the problem.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
he's always punching up. So
That's funny.
you're trying to hit your sister with all your power. You can't do that with the kid in
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
They're way smaller than you.
Yeah.
And then I got
Cornflakes.
twins, Ariel and Adonis, fraternal, one boy, one girl. And Adonis, man, he's go from sun up to sundown. He's always running, always climbing on things. And Ariel's just sitting back like, and she's the bigger one, believe it or not, because she ain't burning no calories like he is. Just sitting back, want to lay up under you, she's smart. She'll grab, not my phone, because she already know not to touch my phone, but she'll grab my wife's phone and she can pull up K-pop Demon Hunters.
That's a
2.5 years old.
That's a trip.
She can go into Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
And pull up, or she can go into Spotify and pull up.
The What Did You
Gold.
so effortless.
She's 2.5. They'll turn 3 on June 6th. Yeah. She can pull up songs that she want to hear on
That
Spotify.
is wild.
At
At
2.5. And she knows.
Yeah.
And my wife, she sings too, right? And she has a few songs. She'll go pull up my wife's songs and sing them.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's cool.
Wow.
You know,
That's
that's
part.
cool.
That's the crazy part.
That's wild. Yeah.
My son at that age, we have to watch because he would go and steal the iPad and like haul ass and we're still on my wife's phone. But his thing was on YouTube was fucking black women twerking. I was just like,
Hey, he got great taste.
it could be worse.
He got great
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
You know, but we were
Whose kid
like,
is this?
you know, my wife was all like, "What the fuck is in the search history?" I was like, "I don't know."
Amy's like,
Hey,
that's
you
your
better
son.
be lucky it's your wife's phone.
Hey,
and
that
not
was
yours. Good luck trying to explain
like, hey.
that divorce court.
No, that was Eli, babe. I promise.
Allegedly.
There was like 10 videos, Oscar, and I'm like, nah, it was Eli. I promise.
Why is that popping up on the algorithm?
I mean, I was over him. I was watching him.
I was making sure it was quality.
Click on that one, son. Click on that one.
Listen, son, that's not up to par. Let me show you the real one.
Yeah.
You got them tablets. They got kids YouTube on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they're-
kids
but
YouTube.
see, here's the thing. My son, my youngest son, Adonis, he watches kid YouTube, but he's singing the ABCs, and oh my God, he scared me one night because I'm asleep. And all of a sudden, ABs, like real loud, jump up like, who the fuck's in here? And he's just sitting up in bed singing his ABCs. And he'll ABCs 1, 2, 3 you to death. And that's what he watches on Kid YouTube. So they're getting smarter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Like, what's that whole thing is like, the kids. Like, my parents used to tell me I was smarter than them at my age. My daughter blew me away at her age. Like, I mean, it's like, especially now, like she's an adult now. But when I was 24, I was messing up bad. Like I was doing all kinds of dumb shit. Her running her own business at 24 is like I don't even know where did that come from. You know what I mean? Like me and her mom were fucking up at that time. Like we were both, at 24, I was sitting in prison. But for her to be able to be like, wash that away, I'm going to go this direction. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, these kids just,
They're different.
they click faster than what we were clicking.
These new generation of kids, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're standing up straight out of birth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If my wife was here, she would tell you that the new kids nowadays DNA have been rewritten, allegedly. And
Indigo
that
children.
They're making them smarter
Indigo
so they
children.
be able to like handle the mental workload that's
coming.
coming.
You know, I actually believe that.
That makes
I
sense.
believe that.
What's crazy is like, so computer programming there for a minute was like super difficult. Only a few people knew how to do it. It's super easy now. You can get AI to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and even at that, there's going to be something else that comes past that. These kids now, your youngest now, will have a whole different concept of technology than what you have right now.
Absolutely.
I do my best to stay in the loop because, like I said, I got 5 kids. Last year, I had to learn geometry all over again.
Oh,
10 minutes. Hey, hold on. 10 minutes on TikTok, and I was able to help my daughter for her, I just needed 10 minutes.
Did you learn all the theorems?
Yep.
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, all the theorems.
I had to do all that again to help her with her homework because she was having a hard time. And because she's in AP classes and she's in dual credit classes. So my daughter's pretty smart. So for me to have to relearn that to help her, she really needed help with it. Yeah. And it's just like, find triangle. I'm looking at it. Show your work. Well,
I had a hard time with algebra too whenever I was in high school.
What's crazy? I'm a math guy. I had a problem with English.
With English?
Why?
Because they say
all
what was it? No.
All the nouns and pronouns.
No I before E, but then there's like 900 at
only after C.
Yeah. So there's 900 words that are exception to the rule.
Yep.
So why is that a rule?
Right.
The English language is actually pretty difficult. Like,
that's what a lot. I didn't
it's
know that
one
until
of
I got
the
out of high
hardest.
school.
Yeah.
And I'm just quoting. I'm no linguistics person, but it's one of the hardest languages to actually learn because different words are spelled the same but mean different things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like read and read. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Spelled the same, past tense.
Some of them
present.
are spelled the same, but depending on the context that they're
Mean
used in, they
completely
mean
different.
completely different things.
Yeah, because I think, what do they say? English is the commingle of 5 languages.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a gumbo of just different cultures. We just kind of mixed it all together.
And then it changes
just
all the
kinda
time. They're
picked and choose
constantly
what we wanted.
adding words or taking words out.
Oh yeah,
And
Like 6, 7.
Yeah, dude. I'm still trying to figure out what
6, 7. Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what huzz is. What's huzz?
Huzz.
Like
I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Thought
I was
that
just like,
meant
what the fuck? Huzz. It might be because he referred it to a female. So he's like,
that'd be
I was like, saying, aren't together no more? He's like, nah, the huzz got too close.
Dang.
And I'm like, the fuck is it?
Husband maybe.
I was like, her husband got close.
Maybe, man.
Well, like I
What
said,
context was it?
I got
have
young
no
cat.
idea.
I got high schoolers. I got
Like
people
boo
who
or bae?
just turned,
It's a term for
18-year-old just joined the military. This is their first duty station. So it keeps me like, it means hoes. They be like,
Yeah.
So Dion. So
okay.
Dion's.
It's like, it means huzz.
Dion's like, he's been in the game for a while. Like he don't get his flowers as much as I feel like he should. But the primary like audience that we kind of cater to is the military. The military, they show us a lot of love, and that's kind of pretty much like, would you say that was like your main clientele? Like, do you feel like you cut a lot of military heads?
It was at first, and then I started branching out to more local people because,
Word of mouth. You've been around for a while.
that too, but like during the summer, people, like most of the time people PCS either at the beginning of the year or in the summer. So January is always hard on barbers and summer's hard on barbers.
Yes.
So I realized that when cutting for, I was like, all right, I need to get more local people because it's just fun talking shop with military people.
Yeah.
New Wave
I know-
Barbershop, 3132 Sherwood Way.
There you go.
There you go.
So it's just, I could tell them about my experience I had. They tell me about theirs. They don't like San Angelo because it's not like it used to be with Grams. I try to tell these people about Grams all the time.
I hear about the legendary Grams.
You missed the golden era of clubbing
weren't
for
around
San
during
Angelo.
It really was. Yeah.
5 clubs in one.
Yeah, my
I
daughter
never got
asked
to
me
go into
about that.
Wildcats because I was young. Because you have to be 21 and up to go to that one,
Yeah.
right? Because it was just a bar with, semi strippers.
You didn't miss nothing.
Nah, you didn't miss it.
I don't know. I just looked in there, but I used to go to all of them. I used to go to, besides Wildcats, but I used to go to the country, the Latin, the karaoke, and of course South Beach. And,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, Wednesday and Friday nights.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday night. You know what? The prime
used to go
time. The prime time for Graham Central Station was when the rodeo was in town.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the body heat was unbearable.
That
There was
Halloween,
so
too.
many. Halloween was wild too. But I just remember like when the rodeo was in town, the body heat. There was so many people in there.
Couldn't walk in there.
So
and
this is
start being
why
massive.
my mom abandoned me. She was too busy at Grams.
My bad.
She was too busy at Grams.
Bro, there was a lot of kids that were born because of Grams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
For sure.
Directly related to Grams.
I used to go to high school.
I was.
with the NCAA.
He's like, I was there. I saw it.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Because I turned 18 in 08, so I was still in school, so I used to go to Grams Wednesday night, and I tried the best to wash it off at 2:00 in the morning.
Oh man, they
but I
use
be-
industrial markers.
Bro, that
the
shit
exes.
took like 3 washes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coaches used to say shit like, "Oh, what was you doing last night?" I tried to hurry up and put my gloves.
I was
on.
at teen night. Teen night.
That's the fall of every club.
Santa Fe,
Teen night.
Santa Fe
Junction.
Yeah.
teen night there. I used to go to that one too.
Fucking dude.
I did
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, we would get in there free all the time, man. Because a friend of mine used to own her dad owned Santa Fe, the club. First time I ever went to a concert, man, was Saliva, and it was there.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, dude, that shit was fucking bomb. Dude.
Badass.
It was badass.
Can I ask y'all a question real quick?
Yeah.
Why do y'all think we don't have any clubs like that anymore?
Club
You
culture.
think
man.
like you said what?
Club culture is just not there anymore. Like we have we have friends that have bars or had bars and they've closed the bars because the culture isn't the same anymore. It's changed, and so
It's generation.
it's generational. Yeah. So like, remember Dead Horse?
Yes.
Man, I thought Dead Horse was popping. I didn't realize they were on the verge of closing, and then all of a sudden they closed, and I was like, damn. And then I talked to a couple of people, and they were like, yeah, man, it's like nobody really goes out. Like people still go out, but not as much. Not the amount of people that used to do it. Like, oh, that was
At least the
that was
San
our
Angelo
generation.
audience.
Yeah.
They don't really kind of
But
have
see,
that.
but you still have bar. It's more bar scene versus club scene, which I never really understood the difference when I was younger, but I get it now. I was like, oh, okay, this is a bar versus this is a club. Like if you look downtown, there might be maybe one dance floor downtown. When used to be, that was like if you're gonna have a club, you have a dance floor. Versus if you have a bar, there's not really dance floor is optional. You know.
What I also see too, though, is it the presence of law enforcement. It wasn't
That
as
too.
That's
what
way more now
that
than
hurt
there
it.
ever has been.
Yeah, that hurt it because it's
Yeah.
like a setup.
Yeah.
You know, like they know you're there drinking and they're waiting for you around the corner. You know what I mean? So it's like, shit.
And
Granted, you shouldn't drink and drive anyway, but
It deters you from spending the money that they need you
But
to
then, but you
spend.
got Ubers. You know, you got Ubers. You got all these other. You know,
Yeah. Plus, these kids nowadays, man, like there was a report that came out, right, from beer sales have fallen almost 60-something%.
I was about to touch on
man.
that with the availability of like CBDs and different things like that. Nobody. Yeah, you're right. Alcohol sales are at the lowest that they've ever been.
That's why they were trying to ban it.
Yes,
Texas.
exactly right.
Yeah, because I mean, they were being lobbied by the alcohol.
Well, the AG, the Attorney General of Texas, he's actually got investments
Yeah.
in alcohol companies.
yeah.
So yeah,
So they're trying to get it banned so they can up themselves again.
Yep.
But yeah, I think with the generation and everything, I think it's just like it's more of a trend thing. Like
For sure.
here,
So
like
do we need CBD bars and shit?
Maybe.
maybe
Yeah. I know at one time they're like hookah bars was a thing for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, the hookah lounges,
Yeah, the
they
I
kind
didn't
of.
think that was sanitary.
No, man, dude, that shit made my fucking head hurt.
Yeah, I wasn't. I would go, but I wasn't going there to go smoke hookah. We were just going because it was like an after party.
It was like
you
that
know?
was somewhere to be at.
It's kind of like the hangout.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
an after party.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know kids nowadays, man, they don't go out.
No, they're just
know.
you see it TikToks all about it all the time too. Like,
if they
I'm
want to
here.
have alcohol, they'll go to a fucking restaurant. You know, like they'll go to
Yeah.
Fuzzy's, they'll go to the bar side of a fucking restaurant.
House parties.
Yeah.
That's still a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's a smaller different demographic.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you kind of age out of it.
But to
Well,
me,
for the younger generation, I mean, there's
Yeah.
alcohol there.
Yeah.
They're going to go to that house party. There's always,
but
you know,
to me, like the
or
house
CBD.
parties that I hear is like, oh, we're gonna just a bunch of friends just hang out. And I was like, what'd y'all do? Y'all didn't go out, fucking club, or you didn't go out to the bars
They
out there?
will tell you.
No. Oh, my daughter would.
Oh,
tell
will
me.
she tell you? Oh, okay.
Because I'm telling you, man, I'm cool with my kids, man. Like, I don't restrict them. I was like, hey, you got to be fucking.
Okay,
Like, be
Kim
home
Jong-un.
at 2. Yeah, fuck it. In my house, yeah.
I'll
dude.
blow your shit up.
Yeah. In my house, that's the way it's got to be, you know? Just because that's just the way it was,
Same,
once, the way I
same.
grew up, you know? But I'm real liberal with my kids. It's like, look, you want to go, Dad, can I go out to this? Yes, but I need you home at X amount, you know,
I
whatever
need your
time.
room
Same.
clean first, and
Oh,
then we
absolutely,
can
yeah.
discuss.
Yeah.
You need to do chores or something before you can even think about going out.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
Yeah, well, that's not bad. I mean, but like I said, Kim Jong-un over here, the rooms are clean. Like they have to be. They since you were kids, they have to.
Yeah,
be.
there's no choice there.
Pick up after yourself. You know. I try not to be too strict with them. I just can't. I mean, of course, I raised my kids way different than I was raised. You know, yeah, because I was fucking like there was no.
Because you know how you turned out. You're like,
Oh, bro, like you couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me, hey, I need you home by 9. I would just ignore you.
Yeah, I'd push that.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
Dude, sometimes I wouldn't even come home.
Nah, my
Be like, "My
parents
watch
were
broke."
more like didn't like. They gave me too much liberties when I was like I didn't do anything crazy. Like the most I ever did was just fight people. But
Yeah.
I like
Wow, bro.
it was a lot of fighting though. It was a lot of fighting. But like I remember riding around at 2 a.m. at 13 years old, no business on a Wednesday night, just out and about with some 18-year-old girls and dudes and shit like that. Well, sometimes they were my brother's friends, sometimes they were my brothers. Sometimes it was just people I met.
What time frame was this? Like 2003?
2003.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I remember when I was 13 years old, we were riding around. I had a buddy. He had a truck at 13 years old. He'd come pick us all up. We'd go cruising around town at 13 years old.
Yeah.
I had mine at 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But see, my dad, he's older. He's 76 now.
Oh, okay.
And he just trusted me to do the right thing, and he's
He's
knew
older
that-
generation, so that he probably
was
did
old
it too,
school,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, he was
He
old
knew.
school.
Yeah, he just trusted me not to get in trouble, and I just never got in trouble for being out late or curfew violations or anything like that. One, I had hair on my face since probably
That helps, right?
you know,
I've had a mustache since I was like 11.
since hair started growing on my balls, it started growing on my face
Yeah.
too. So I always looked older.
Yeah.
So I remember one time I bought cigarettes at 15 for my mom, and they never carded me.
Nope.
I was
You
like,
got hair
"Don't
on
get
your
the
face."
mark." I was like,
This guy has a
I'm
full
15,
beard.
I can't buy it. Like, they're not gonna card you. So I go in there and I buy the cigarettes. I got the beard. It was like, all right. I was like, all right.
Yeah. I know my dad finally, he didn't give up on me, but he was like, there's nothing more I can do. When we threw that party at the yard,
Oh, God.
and we had so many people there, man. I shut Grams down.
They took all the business.
Yeah. Because I called my buddy. He's like, nah, we're going to go to Grams. I was like, cool, man, whatever.
I tried competing with Grams one time for a Halloween party, and we all just went to Grams.
Have you seen that movie Project X?
Yes. Yes.
They had Project X going on.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, Project X was was a campfire.
Yeah.
Compared to what
Actually,
we did.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
we had the yard.
You can never do it again, though.
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
We had every fucking street around my yard, or we call it the yard. It was my parents' shop. It sat on an acre. We had every fucking street you couldn't park on. I don't know if you're familiar with San Angelo, but Era Street. There's that St. Margaret Church.
Their parking lot was
Their
full.
parking lot was full. Across the street, there was like 5 acres there. That bitch was full. And I
Didn't
had
you say down Paint Rock Road?
From the
all
fucking,
the way to Stripes?
from the street that you turn on to get to the yard all the way down to the Stripes. So it had a fucking line. Dude, it was fucking
And that's
bomb,
at least
bro.
a mile
Oh, yeah.
or more.
Cops never came.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were waiting for them to leave.
But no, actually, what happened, man, is it like a 40, 50 man rumble, man? Fucking, because we were out there, right? And unfortunately, there's no security, nothing there, and there's people that showed up that didn't like each other, So we're sitting there. I was like, hey, man, keep the peace. We're just trying to hear party or whatever. And I see this fucking bottle fly across,
it's always somebody.
and then boom, it just shatters the windshield, And then next thing you know, there's like 50 motherfuckers just rush in. They're beating the dog shit out of each other. And I yelled at my cousin because he's the one man in the gate. I was like, hey, open the gate. And this like swarm starts to move out towards the street. And I was like, lock it up. Whoever stays outside, stays outside. I ain't worried about it, man. We had, God damn, man, I want to say, this is statute of limitation on this shit, right?
Oh, yeah. This is all allegedly.
Allegedly.
As far as we know, you're just blowing smoke.
I'm just bullshitting.
You're just trying to be cool and shit.
We had like fucking 8 sheriffs show up, 6 state troopers. We had the fucking fleet of goddamn San Angelo Police Department and their vans to let everybody up.
Sounds epic, man.
Oh, dude, it was badass.
That
man.
sounds fucking epic.
It was badass, dude. It was a night that I was, dude, that's my heaven, right? I guess I could have been on like, it was fucking bomb, man. I had a thing with white girls at the time, so let's just say I ran dry.
There you go. Allegedly.
Just bullshit. That's what I'm doing.
We're just shooting the shit, man. We're just shooting the shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, my buddy called me. He's like, hey, man, you still having that party? I was like, yeah, man. He's like, dude, there ain't fucking nobody at Grams. I was like, on a Saturday night, nobody at Grams. I was like, yeah, man, pull up. Fuck, he ain't pulling up. There ain't nowhere to park.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you didn't want to come. You fucking figure out how to get here.
You're out.
Yeah.
You're out.
You're out of the group.
Yeah, the group.
Get on it.
Man. Change gears real quick. We just off the podcast, we were talking. You had asked us a question, and of course, we went a whole different direction. But just to answer your question real quick, you had asked us, and we hadn't really explained. Well, we've brought it up before, but it's been a while since we said it. So I figured, you know what? We just hit our 3-year anniversary.
Nice. Congratulations.
It'd be cool
Appreciate
to
it.
revamp or
So
touch base back on where.
to reiterate, how did you guys start? Like, what was like the origin of What It Do podcast?
You want to take this or I'll take it?
So, me and Oscar are related, but we didn't really like hang out or talk a lot. Like, he's married to my cousin. You know, he had a different view of me. I worked for him actually at one point. I think that kind of got us a little bit closer. But then,
we were for my dad first.
yeah. I worked for your dad, and then I worked with your brother. I was real close with your brother for a little bit, and then I worked for you, and then
During all this time, like, we didn't talk.
Yeah.
We didn't talk.
We definitely weren't on the level that we are now, which is crazy because it's like we talk.
I don't see that at all.
We talk daily. Like
Holy shit.
we talk daily. Like, basically my best friend, you know.
Right.
And so I know there was and I saw you and Fidencio's little bullshit earlier.
Don't be jealous.
You tell him to back off. We were talking on the phone. So was it COVID or before COVID?
It was after COVID.
It was after COVID. Like not like very soon after. Like, things were still kind of like weird, you know.
No, you know what? It was right before COVID.
Was it right before COVID?
Right before COVID.
So things were real slow though, and we both work out in the oil field. So it was like so slow to where I was by myself. Like, we're usually by ourselves all day anyway, but I was really like we didn't have anything going on. And I would talk to him all day, and I was like, "Hey, where are you at?" And he'd be like, "Oh man, I'm right down the street," because he had I worked one lease, and he worked a lease across the highway. Yeah. So he came over one day, and we were just shooting the shit for like at least an hour or 2 hours. Yeah. But you were talking about. I always had this problem because you were always talking about, man, somebody needs to bring this up and say something. I was like, well, damn, if somebody had a podcast or something, and then you're like, I was thinking about doing a podcast, and I was like, then when he said that, I would always like,
so crazy how
I would always poke it at him. I was like, well, if somebody started a fucking podcast, we could bring this up and everybody can know about it. We were talking about local shit. It was like local things going on around San Angelo is how it started. But nobody pays attention. Everybody's all worried about this, but like taxes, local taxes, local. Just shit locally that happens, and nobody really fucking talks about it because everybody's worried about what's happening over in Dallas or in Houston or in fucking Washington.
What about
DC.
San Angelo?
Yeah, nobody's paying attention, and that's kind of where the seed was set. And then one day he calls me and he was like, "Hey, how serious were you about doing that podcast?" My thought on it was I was going to do what Tiffany's doing. I was like, "I'll help you up. I'll help you out, with the cameras and with the audio equipment. As far as I'll be your producer." That was my idea. That was my thought. And it's your thing. And we did try that, but it was weird. He was just kind of,
I didn't like it.
You had to kind of figure out what worked and what didn't work.
It's like just him talking to a camera. Like, I know there's YouTubers that do that, but for a podcast, it's kind of weird, And how many episodes?
I gotta say,
you need
bounce ideas off.
I gotta say, the current product is nice.
Man,
it's top tier.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
I gotta give you guys your
it.
flowers, man, because your guys' setup, the way you and I'm a fan of the channel, and genuinely. So I watch the episodes.
Yeah.
And the way your editing is and all that stuff doesn't get overseen.
It was crazy. We hardly edit.
I know, for sure. And it's like it's raw footage, but it flows.
It's real.
It flows so well that it's like it keeps the attention. It keeps
and I think because everybody can understand it. Everybody can understand the fact that when you bullshit with somebody, like, at first we used to call it like tailgate talk.
Yeah.
You just, because like the whole premise of it was like, we spend a lot of time by ourselves.
Yes.
So when we would hire a contractor to come out and do work, whether it be electricity or change parts out or stuff like that, fuck, dude, I'm like talking to
you. We need to record these conversations. Yeah. These are fucking epic.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's the way literally that's how it came to be, right?
Right.
So I hit him up one day. I was like, "Hey man, how serious were you about doing that podcast?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, fucking kind of. I guess it's long story short, he's like, "Yeah, I'm down." I was like, "Come over."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I mean,
Oscar's he's a solution. He's always looking for a solution of something, and he's a builder. Like he likes to create, like physically make something.
When he came,
to the detail.
Yeah.
So when he came
He's
over,
very meticulous.
Very much.
So I was like, "Come over, man," and
Kinda
he's
like
like,
me.
"All right, dude, I'll swing by after work." Fuck, he came by, but I had a I'm literally a full-fledged studio.
Oh yeah.
I had
he's a
microphones,
dude.
the walls
Yeah.
were built.
Yeah.
You don't fuck
I had
around.
shit on it. The sound pads were already up. The
Man, dude, that's
finish the
fucking
lighting.
sick,
Yeah.
bro.
We just
Hell
didn't have
yeah.
the cameras because we were kind of like
do audio.
We were kind of scared at first. We're like, we're just doing audio. Like, I don't want to be on camera. Hell, we didn't even use our names at first. We were like, you're Mr. Pink, I'm Mr. Blue, or whatever.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
My favorite movie.
That's
Yeah.
fucking clean. I like that. That's clean.
But we were just kind of like weird about it because we never done anything like this before.
On our first episode, like, there's like what, maybe 3 of them that are probably never see the light of day.
Yeah.
And I love the channel. But I love it because you guys talk about everything. Right?
Yeah.
There's no agenda.
No,
nothing.
There's no fucking like I don't know if you guys are sponsored or not.
No, we're
and if
not.
y'all aren't, y'all need to be sponsored.
Well,
But-
that's another thing too. I'm sorry to cut you off, but like the sponsor thing, like it'd be cool to get some money to pay for this, at least for it to pay for itself. Like whether we make money off of it or not, I don't really care. But if it could pay for itself, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But then there's a whole thing of we take on a sponsor. Does that mean we have to like watch what we say, or we can't bring up certain subjects?
Yeah,
you know?
I think
that's not us.
I think that's where
you
that
know?
free enterprise comes in. You get to
Yeah.
pick who you want.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because
That's
right now you guys are proving that it can be done independently.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that's where people kind of overlook. It's like, hey, these guys are doing this, whatever, but they don't see the clock working on the opposite end.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked that question, right? Because I feel like it's a genuine question. You know what I mean? I'm coming into your space. This is your guys' domain. I'm just a guest.
Yeah.
And to get to know my host, I want to know what kind of person they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what kind of, and I genuinely can relate to that.
Yeah.
Because that's segue. That's how I got into my business.
Yeah.
That's how I opened my store. And
Yeah.
this guy can tell you, you know what I mean? You have to be a different kind of person.
Absolutely.
You have to.
I don't necessarily believe that. I believe you have to be original. Not you have to be you.
No.
Yeah. Be
I
more-
fucking love this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. You absolutely do. There's a lot of people who will put you in a cookie cutter fucking method
Yes.
of this is what the fuck you have to do
Yeah.
to be successful. But
You know what I want to say
everybody-
real quick is there's this image that everybody puts out to the public as, and even just to like somebody like we just meet right now. So, and y'all are being real genuine right now. And a lot of people are when we sit down for over 30 minutes to an hour, you really get to know somebody, which is our whole thing. Yeah. But like everybody has this certain image, but when you do something like what you're doing or like what we're doing, being original, being actually who you are, you have to just drop that mask and just be.
It's not going to
you.
work any other way.
Yeah.
Because you're going to constantly be condescending yourself.
Yep. Yeah.
You're always going to be fighting with yourself to portray this image that is not you.
Yeah.
And it will not work.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have
Absolutely.
to. You have to be who you are.
Yes.
Yep.
And ooh, y'all started. Y'all started the boo. No. Anyway, basically, it's gonna segue into kind of what I want to get into. I met this guy. Ooh, when did I meet you, Dion? 2019, give or take.
I just moved back to San Angelo.
Right. And
From where?
Dallas.
From Dallas. Okay.
and Dion. Yeah.
I mean, all right, it's the traffic.
Traffic
Like,
sucks.
I
like,
hate it.
oh my goodness.
You can see where you want to go,
E-Town.
but you're not going to get there.
You're not
for
gonna get there anytime
another
soon.
hour,
You gotta get comfortable.
Every
You're
day
not
there's
getting
a
there
wreck.
anytime
Like,
soon.
why can't y'all people drive?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some parts of Dallas, like they're assholes, and some parts are nice, depending. That don't bother me. I grew up drill sergeant, football coaches, brothers roasting each other and shit. That don't bother me. But goddamn, it said 30 minutes. Why have I been in traffic for 2 hours?
Yeah.
That's why we love San Angelo so much.
Oh, dude.
It's 15 minutes
15
to get
minutes,
fucking
man.
here and there,
Anywhere.
and 15 minutes to get back, and you still have some sunlight left.
Yep.
You know what I
I
mean?
just need more stuff for the kids.
Nah, I
Oh,
agreed.
yeah. Yeah, for
agreed. But let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right. So I met Dion 2019. We were originally a three-headed dragon. right?
Okay.
There was a third member, and you kind of mentioned it when I came in. You were like, you guys used to sell shoes. Da, 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 da. We had a third member. His name was Jonathan Moe. Name maybe to some people might be familiar. He had a vision, and his vision was called the Shoebox. That name may be ringing a bell, maybe it doesn't.
I'm familiar with it.
So Jonathan was selling out of a closet. You know what I mean? When he first started, humble beginnings, just trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
Him and Dion come together. It
was me, my brother,
right,
and Moat,
right,
and you
and me, right.
Okay.
So long story short, I don't join them until his brother leaves, because your brother went his own separate way, and you took over the shop.
Yes.
So your brother was cutting hair too?
Yes.
He was a barber?
Right. So I don't consider myself in that original group because I came later. I started in 21, right? 21. And you guys were already, 2019.
March of 2020.
Right. 2019, you guys were setting the fucking pavement. And then 2020, you guys were full-fledged, storefront. So he basically, I come in as an employee, right?
Okay.
I come in as somebody who's trying to build the store, but also maintain it and run the sneaker side. So
Okay.
it's sneaker side, and then it's the barber shop,
Yeah, the new wave. It was Shoebox on one side,
and then
New Wave
on the other side. So basically, Dion, that's how our relationship started. Of course, as time goes on, he becomes my barber. He's still my barber to this day. Cuts my hair all the time. You know what I mean? What ends up happening is, and it's all so organic. Everything happens just the way it was supposed to.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So I'm selling shoes out of the shoebox. I'm selling my own shoes out of the shoebox. I start gathering my own inventory.
Okay.
Selling my own merchandise alongside the owner's merchandise. He gives me that platform to sell my stuff. And business is booming. This is during the COVID times when people are getting their stimulus checks and people got money. Gas is at an all-time low. People
PPP loans.
People are bored. It's prime real estate. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. So I jump in the game with the shoes in mind, right? Organically, it transitions to the t-shirts. And how that happens is I've been doing vintage since 2016.
Oh, shit.
So
okay.
it's not even anything new. I'm a 10-year veteran. You know what I mean? So I'm doing vintage since 2016. What ends up happening is I'm wearing t-shirts as I'm selling the shoes.
Okay.
And customers are like, yo, that shirt's sick. I remember seeing that fucking Stone Cold t-shirt, WWF, back when I was a kid. And I remember seeing that shirt back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So it transitions itself. It works hand in hand. So I decide, and mind you, this is in 2021. I decide, hey, how would San Angelo feel about having a vintage shop? Just exclusively curated vintage. And in 2021, I make my dream a reality. Right?
Okay.
I get with the owners, him, the other guy. We have a talk. We agree on something. They give me a space, and that space basically becomes what it is now. Fast forward, long story short, Jonathan goes his own direction. We wish him the best of luck. He went on to go do other things. And me and Dion's been locked in. I've been in the shop consistently for 5 years, going on my 6th year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it kind of works like this. I have my space, and it's almost like a barber chair.
Yeah.
I pay my rent in my space, and he's essentially my landlord.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have stake in my business. He doesn't own any of my business.
You just pay him for the space.
We just share the real estate. We share the space.
Okay.
But I say all that to say, it all started as a vision, right? I was working a full-time job. I had a stable job that was paying me a living wage that I could be comfortable with and just settle for. But I wanted more. Mind you, I'm like 24 at the time, 23, 22, whatever, however old I am.
Yeah.
Definitely not old enough to be You know, at the time I thought to be doing stuff like this. So, but like you said, right? It's you just have to be about it.
Yeah.
There's a certain screw that we have in our brains that is either too tight or too loose. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's a good metaphor, yeah.
And it's like, for us, that's what I meant by we're a certain type of person, because our screws are usually a little bit looser than other people's. Mm-hmm. And that's where I kind of try to categorize as people like us, is because we're doers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who will make excuses on why they shouldn't do it. And there's people who just say, fuck it. I have a vision. I have a dream. I have a goal. And we just go out and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And I've come to learn that not everybody's going to like you. Like, you guys probably have haters. You guys probably have other podcasts who probably just maybe might.
If you don't have haters, you ain't doing right.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say everything's happened organically, right? I've gotten to where I'm at by just being a genuine person. You know what I mean? Being authentic, genuinely giving a fuck about what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I genuinely have an interest for it.
Yeah.
You know, I fuck with vintage. Like I kind of told you a little bit about my backstory. I didn't have a choice. It was like that was in my DNA. It was secondhand or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So anyway, I say all that to just basically say, like, when I opened that door and I gambled on myself, right? I quit my full-time job and bet it all on the store.
Yeah.
And I lived off of that.
That's a hell of a thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Holy fuck.
It's the most scariest thing anyone can ever do.
Took the leap of faith and just bet it all on the store and just ate off of that. And I ate through the best time. Like I said, the stimulus checks were hot and off the press. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The PPP loans. You know, people are bored as fuck. They're at home. They ain't doing shit.
They want something.
People want something to do.
TikTok.
TikTok made it cool to be retro.
The ones. I remember seeing
Jordan ones. Yeah. Holy
people
fuck.
coming into the shop. Oh, you got any kind of ones, because they would see their favorite TikToker doing dances.
Yes.
Jordan ones.
TikTok was our best fucking friend. As much shit as I
And they
talked
never
about
got it like I told them to.
As much shit as I talked about it, it was putting money in my pocket.
That's what I was telling them. Download TikTok, make a page. Like, hey, you saw your favorite TikToker do the dance. This is where you can get those shoes.
Capitalize on it, right?
As a business
Yeah.
owner, man, it's kind of hard not to take advantage.
I know.
free social media.
you know what? I
Get a
where you're
burner
coming
phone.
from. I don't fuck with TikTok like at all.
Yeah.
I just had my own opinions about it. Oscar does. Tiffany definitely does. I was like, could y'all run the TikTok stuff? I'll do the Facebook, Instagram. Which is crazy though to think about. My weird mentality on it is because my whole thought was like, I don't want them to have all my shit, because everybody was, you know, the government doesn't even allow their military people to have TikTok on their phones,
wild.
right? But that was my thought on it, right? Because that's what I heard. But if you really think about it, my shit's already on Facebook and Instagram.
I was
So
about to say,
what the
they
fuck?
collect
You know?
more data on Facebook.
It's all there.
Instagram than
Yeah.
You're fucked either way,
TikTok.
but
Yeah, it
sorry to
doesn't
tell you
matter.
this.
And then
but-
even more so now, because they have so many hours of content of our faces and our voices.
and you guys are on YouTube too.
we're on YouTube, we're on
Yeah.
Spotify. They can deep fake us if they want to now.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so
Please don't, though.
dude,
Who knows?
there's probably a Chinese version of us somewhere. You know,
Yeah, all of those Arabian accents y'all do on here.
Hello, welcome to the What I Do podcast.
They got you.
Like,
They got you.
fuck.
No, for real.
Translating our voice in all the different countries and
oh,
shit.
dude,
Yeah.
there's no telling.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, that's cool though. You know. So I mean, you basically started your own shit. Man, I'm sure that jump was like,
That
I
leap of
gotta
faith
quit
right
my
there.
job.
Listen, you know, I have one kid at the time. I had one kid. My wife, God bless her heart, bro. I can't even begin to give her enough flowers for what she does for me. So blessed, so lucky to have such an amazing person, just a beautiful human being, just inside and out.
That support.
Beautiful the support. I mean, she's done things for my dreams that my own family won't even fucking give me.
Oh fuck that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's like
She's a blessing.
holy shit, dude. I am so fucking blessed. It's insane, right? And you know, it's a team effort. You know, I would love to sit here and hold the fucking flag on my back and be like, yeah, I did this by myself. I'm self-made. No. I am nothing without my fucking team. Dion is my fucking ride or die. Noah Sanchez, the other barber who's in the chair, is my other fucking ride or die. And my wife. These are the people who built me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah, the wife's like, I'll handle everything at home.
Yeah,
depending on you to feed us.
Yeah. Right, and it gets hard. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like there's moments where it's like, man, am I doing the right thing? Am I, and it doesn't help. And I don't want to sound like I'm bitching.
That's hard, right? Like when you question, like I still do to this day. It's like, what the hell do I think I am? Like who do I think I am?
And if you're not asking those questions, the real questions you need to ask is, how did I get here?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those are the real fucking questions you need to ask.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because that's the question I always have to ask myself. When I hear people that I feel like have my best interests at heart, I have to question myself. I have to ask myself that question. Did they put me here or did I put me here?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I answer the question. I say,
you're being real with yourself.
I put myself here.
Yeah.
So with or without that person's support or those people's support or without the support of whoever, I'm still here because I put myself.
Yeah, no, I hear that, dude. Because I got a family that know I have a podcast.
Won't share your post on Facebook.
Don't even follow me, dude.
Don't follow you.
Don't follow me.
But anyways, transition, right? Like I said, Dion, one of my biggest supporters, right? And I'm going to use you as an example, Dion, for what I'm about to say. So just bear with me. Here's an example of the San Angelo small business mentality. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Dion's my barber, my number one exclusive barber. Dion's cut my hair for 6 years. So that means every fucking haircut I've ever gotten, this man has done it. No other barber has touched my head. Pause. So, and I've brought in customers to Dion. My little brother's another regular of his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, is it fair for me to be like, hey, Dion, go ahead and set me up an appointment for Thursday, brother. I need a cut. As normal, he's going to say, of course, absolutely. I got you, Isaiah. I'll get you in. He cuts my hair, right? I get out of the barber chair, and I dap him up. Hey, appreciate you, Dion. All right, I'll catch you next week. Hey, man, where's my payment?
I thought we were boys.
I thought we were boys, Dion. I've been getting my hair cut with you for 6 years.
Dion's looking across the table like, yeah, you still owe me.
And right?
I'm trying to see where he's going with that.
And what I'm saying this to say, there's a sense of, like, you owe me.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm the reason your store's open. I'm the reason that you are able to do what you do.
Yeah.
You know, I've had that before, right? In a little small conversation, but it was more of the people that like friends. Because I have my barber, right?
Right.
And he's like, God, I don't want to lose my train of thought here. But it's like, man, he cut my hair. I thought we were boys, and I'm like, if you were really boys, you'd pay that man for his service.
Absolutely.
Because he depends on you.
Full price.
Pay full price.
Stop
don't ask for
freaking
discount.
lowballing these
Don't
small
ask for-
businesses.
Or that, it was a homie hookup.
And then complain when there's nothing cool in San Angelo because you want to keep freaking lowballing these small businesses who are trying to bring the cool shit to San Angelo.
Yep.
That's a whole nother tangent. But basically, Dion, I just use him as an example because there's people who have that mentality.
Yeah.
There's people who justify that, hey, I've brought business to him.
So you owe me.
And I've been loyal to him for 6 years, so I think he should give me a freebie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if he doesn't give me a freebie, then I'm no longer going to get my cut from him, and I'm going to fucking be bitter about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, fucking this industry, y'all's industry, is full of those type of people.
Fucking
Just full of them.
cutthroat, fucking and I've lost so many friends and so many business associates because of that mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
But you're not really losing them, man. You're outgrowing them.
There you go, yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right? It's one thing to not support me with or without your support, I'm still gonna move and groove.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to try to discredit me.
Yes.
That's when it becomes disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, here's a good example. One of my biggest contingencies that I've dealt with in my years of being in business is my prices, right? Yeah. And Dion can tell you, vintage is a very fickle business. It's a very niche business.
Yeah.
And it's hard to accurately and regularly price individual items, because not only is vintage basically you make the price, right? But it's kind of like, oh, well, it's regional. I'll give you an example.
Oh, he brought examples.
Yeah.
I like this.
Hell yeah.
So this shirt I'm about to show you.
Damn, that's a cool ass shirt.
Cruise in the
man.
past.
Yeah, in San Angelo right there.
San Angelo, Texas. Sick ass fucking shirt. It's
Yeah.
a vintage 1990s San Angelo, Texas car show shirt. That shirt is gonna mean way more to somebody from San Angelo than it will somebody in fucking Nebraska.
Very much,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So what am I supposed to price that shirt for?
Yeah, I have no fucking
That's
You know
tough.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's tough.
You know what I'm saying? And a shirt like
Three
that,
times what you pay for it.
right? A shirt like that behind me, it's kind of more genuinely known. Like more
Yeah.
people, I can take that shirt to fucking New York City tomorrow, and they're gonna know what it is.
Yeah.
I can take it to California, and they're gonna know what it is. I'm gonna take it here to San Angelo, Little San Angelo, and they're gonna know what it is.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can more or less accurately price that shirt based off of what the general comps are, and be okay. And people will still find a problem with my price on that shirt.
Yeah.
And I mean, you do your research right now. It's not a $20 T-shirt. I'll just say that it's pretty pricey.
I would imagine, yeah. I mean, you can't just find that somewhere.
But
you can't
here's
walk into the
here's
store and be like,
another
hey,
thing.
I need this shirt.
Here's another thing. That T-shirt is almost 40 years old. And
Hey,
who?
hey.
No, listen. Who's the demographic of people who wore that T-shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kids.
Yeah, you're
kids.
Yeah,
And what the hell were we doing when we were kids?
what those guys are doing. No, I'm just kidding.
Rolling around in the dirt, tackling each other, climbing
yeah,
trees.
yeah.
Look how well of a condition that shirt
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that makes it even more
Like,
rare.
Right.
Yeah.
So where I'm going with this is condition is key. When you're selling vintage T-shirts and it's all neha,
Oh, yeah.
collar stretched, pit stains,
Grass-
holes,
grass stains that won't come out, yeah.
doo-doo stains. You know what I mean?
Hopefully not do this.
you gotta price accordingly.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
fair
Oh, no,
to say
you're
that?
right, yeah.
Am I fair to say that?
Yeah.
It's like your pricing, it survived 40 years.
You have to look at it like, okay, you're a comic book guy.
Absolutely.
So you have to look at it
Grading.
in the grading in the
Right.
same way that if you find an old comic book and they send it off to a grader, what does that grader do? He's looking at the spine of it. He's
He's looking
opening
at
the
the
book up.
pages.
He's looking at all the
Are
pages,
all the inserts still there?
all the inserts, fingerprints. I mean, they'll go as far as like,
Are the pack-ins still there?
yep. They'll look at the edge and they'll look for
Are the staples centered?
and they'll look for fine cracks, because
Right.
how many times has that thing been read? It's been opened that many times. It's
Talk
gonna
about
crack.
it, man. Talk about it.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying is like when you find a shirt like that, you're looking at the condition of it.
Condition.
Because it's an older item. And the
Rare.
better the condition is, the more the
more
price should
value.
be. Very
Okay.
much.
So I'm glad we're all on the same page because, dealing in vintage, especially like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like Soulja Boy. I'm the first rapper to ever sell vintages. No, I'm not gonna do that. I created a lane for myself that opened the door for other similar markets to come in. Because before I opened my storefront, there was no place in San Angelo you can come to get curated, genuine vintage T-shirts, right? It was the first of its kind. And there was a lot of trial and error, right?
Yeah.
I've had $1,000 T-shirts in my shop. I've had $20 T-shirts in my shop. Those $1,000 T-shirts didn't sell well, but them $20 T-shirts did. And I had to bump my head a few times to figure that out, Like, hey, San Angelo actually ain't really trying to fucking spend that kind of money on a vintage T-shirt. But you know who will? people online.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you gotta know your markets,
Yeah.
right? And for somebody who was doing it basically for the first time, I basically had to create a market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of where, you know, things get a little trickly, because it essentially allows itself to be like this. When I price a t-shirt and I don't have anything else to compare it to, right? In this market, is it not a good price, or is it not a bad price? Like what are we doing?
San Angelo's a hard market, though.
It's a tough
It's a very
market,
hard
right?
market, yeah.
And I've lost not a lot, but I've lost a few customers, regular customers, you know, friends, associates, because they don't agree that they feel like me charging somebody what is essentially, you know, somebody's paycheck for a t-shirt
Sure.
is not, it's the wrong thing to do.
I mean, people spend their paychecks on Jordans all the time.
Hey,
so-
listen, when you're a grown man
true.
with grown man money,
True,
you're
yeah.
allowed to spend your money on whatever
Yeah.
you want.
Yep.
You know,
know what I mean?
and the other thing to look at that, you know, these guys with grown man money, they're going to be our age, or maybe, you know, between, I would say, late 20s to 40s.
Your toughest crowd is your local crowd.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
A complete stranger will support you 100 times
Absolutely.
more than your neighbor.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
Absolutely,
that.
yeah.
Military cats do come in regularly.
Let me tell you,
Right.
there's been, and this man can attest to it, there has been customers who are sitting in the barber chair, have no idea there's a vintage store in there, by the way, sitting in the barber chair getting a haircut, and they're like, holy fuck, is that a vintage fucking Looney Tunes shirt on the wall? Dude, I fucking had that shirt when I was a kid. How much does he want for it?
Yeah.
Or Cowboys or Broncos.
Right.
Or,
He wants 160, boss. Well, fucking tell him to take that shit off the wall. I'm taking it
Right now, yep.
right now. No fucking discount ass. No, hey, give me a better price. Give me the homie hookup.
They want it.
They fucking want it.
They want it.
And this dude's from North Carolina, or he's stationed in
Omaha, Nebraska.
and he's down here for visitation. I mean, whatever the situation
Yeah.
is.
What's crazy is I think people have this weird mentality because I live here, stuff should be priced accordingly.
Listen,
You know, and that's like, well, what's accordingly though to you?
Right.
you
yeah.
don't go to Walmart and think because you live in San Angelo, things should be priced accordingly.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so why are we shitting on the small business that is trying to bring something cool to your town?
Yeah.
Why are we shitting on your small business when these guys, they have families to feed?
Yep.
I've met this man's family, and for me to think it's okay as his friend and as somebody who's loyal to him to automatically expect a discount is fucked up on my end.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because it's like I know he's trying to feed his family.
Mm-hmm.
He has kids, beautiful family. And for me to come up to him and be like, "Hey, Dion, you know, I've been loyal to you, man, for 6 years. You've been cutting my hair for 6 years, and you can't give me a freebie?"
Yeah.
You don't got a card for me to punch?
Right?
I've
We don't have a rewards program, brother.
I've lost people because they work in the food industry, and be like, "Well, I can get you free food."
I don't want free food.
I was like, "I don't."
That's not gonna pay my bills, brother.
Exactly. It's just like they'll get offended. And I haven't seen some people because like that's not taking money out of your mouth.
Just take money out somebody else's.
You work at like Roses or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take like whoever the owner is, he ain't missing much by you giving me 2 free meals and I give you a free haircut. But I'm not going to Roses to eat anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going. I mean, it's not bad. Like I haven't been in there.
That's
in a
just
while.
not where your preference is. Yeah.
But like they're looking for people who are willing to trade food for service, and I'm just like I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not.
The barter system, it's cool to. I mean, if you're selling on swap and sell, or you're selling from home, or you're selling out of your car, that's cool because you don't have an overhead.
Yeah. You got a
Yeah.
storefront.
You don't have an overhead. I have a storefront.
Yeah.
So my best price is my best price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my prices are still lower than everybody's. I charge 35.
Oh,
for a
absolutely.
cut,
Absolutely.
40 for facial with facial hair, and there's people charging 40, 45 just for a regular cut.
That is unheard of.
If you go to Austin,
It's 50 plus.
easy.
Midland?
Probably more than that, actually. I think
Yeah,
I think Cash was like 60 something, just as a regular
11
cut.
years of experience, so he kind of knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
In Midland, shit, they're charging 80. I got cats that from Big Lake that come from Big Lake to get cut from me because when they work in Midland, the cuts are $80, $70, and they say I do a better job for way less.
Yeah. Oh. Damn, that's crazy.
And the amount of knowledge
They
that
drive 2 hours for that, man.
oh yeah,
That's crazy.
the amount of knowledge that I have when I present my sales pitch to my customers, I tell them everything.
Yeah.
You know, I'm open. I'm upfront with it. You know, I explain to my customers what dry rot is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know
Yeah.
what dry rot is. And a lot of people don't know that vintage T-shirts have dry rot.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be their white T-shirts. It's going to be the black T-shirts that have dry rot.
I think at the end of the day, man, like this episode is going to do a real good justice to it. You're right? Because, like, say you take that shirt and you got to hang it up in your shop. And they're like, hey, man, you got this in a medium? It's a vintage shop, man.
It's a
There's
one
only
of
one
one.
size,
It's only
man.
one.
You have any idea how long it took me to find that?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's not like going to a fucking department store and be like,
In that
there's
condition.
from small to large to fucking,
Yeah.
2X.
Pull that shirt off the wall and take a look
Yeah.
at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I was
I don't
looking
have
at
nothing
it.
to hide.
Yeah.
This is
no,
what-
it's
yeah.
in great condition.
And for the demographic of the people who wore it, the 12-year-olds, the 13-year-olds, preteens, what the fuck were we doing as kids?
Yeah.
What I'm looking at when I look at that shirt is look at the red and look at the blue.
Oh, it's vivid
No
still, right?
cracks.
No cracks.
No
Bright.
chips.
Yeah.
Like
Bright graphic.
whoever had that shirt didn't wear it a whole bunch
Or at all.
or
You
at
know
all.
what I mean?
But I think
The
that's
collar's
yeah.
not all wanga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
Yes.
looks-
Yeah.
it
But I
looks-
think that's what's missing, man. What's missing is that people do not understand. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you a story. I did something recently that blew my own mind. And shout out to the homie Brian Duffy. He's fairly new on the scene. He's somebody that just came into the game fairly recently. And he's done things with vintage that I'd never done.
Yeah.
I've been in the game 5 years and I've never hosted any events. I've never promoted myself in a way that will benefit other stores, right? Fuck yeah, Brian. Shout out to Brian Duffy,
Oh, absolutely. Dude.
for doing stuff like that. And he comes from that background. You know what I mean? His background is the music background, hosting shows and doing that kind of cool shit, right? So he had a vintage swap meet here in San Angelo, something that, to my knowledge, had never been done before, and it was a huge success, super huge success. So I brought my bangers. I wanted to show out. I wanted to come correct. And we had vendors from other cities, who were out there. So if I'm going to compete in this market, I need to bring the best of the best, because there's other vendors at this show who are going to be bringing their heat. And if I want to make $1, I got to come correct.
Yeah.
So I tried something. I brought a $1,000 t-shirt and I put it on the rack and I made it the forefront, and it worked.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no.
It attracted the fucking right people to my booth who asked, how much do you want for that t-shirt? And I told them, I want $500 for this t-shirt.
Oh shit.
This is the further down the spiral fucking 9 Inch Nails tee? Yeah. It's legit. Check it out. It's right there. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude, this is a $1,000 t-shirt. You want $500 for it? I said, only at this event.
Wow.
It's going back to full price when it hits the shop. Only at this event.
I remember that.
Didn't sell.
That's why.
Didn't sell. And that's okay.
And everybody asked about it too.
That's okay. It didn't sell, but it served its purpose.
Yeah, it drew people in.
It drew people in. It was the neon sign that said, hey, this guy has some fucking heat. Let's go fuck around and see what he's got going on over
Yeah.
there. And it brought the people to my table.
Yeah.
And they bought. And I made good money. Shout out to Brian Duffy one more time. Host another event like that, brother, so we can do something else again. Anyways,
Yeah, Brian's good people, man.
it
For
served
sure.
it served its purpose, right? It brought the people to the table. That same night, I posted that t-shirt on eBay just to fuck around, just to see what it would do. Last sale, not last ask, last sale was $980 for that T-shirt. Safe to say, $1,000 T-shirt.
Yeah.
I posted it for I think 800. 12 minutes later, I got a $540 offer, and I was selling it for 500.
Mm-hmm.
I was very, very tempted to just be like, accept, I'll take that.
Yeah.
You know. Fast forward, I gave it a minute. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be desperate. I'm not gonna be too hasty. I'm gonna give it a minute. $600 offer. A couple hours later. $700 offer. A couple hours later. $780 offer. A couple hours later. I'm like, fuck it. Except $780 offer for one T-shirt.
Yeah.
After eBay was done raping me, I walked away.
Yo, fucking eBay does rape.
I walked away with a little over $560.
Damn, they took that much out?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yes.
eBay.
After eBay finished fucking dry humping me
All
to
their
fucking
fees,
oblivion,
yeah.
I walked away with $560 and basically sold it for what I had it at with the $60 bonus on top.
Yeah.
And this isn't a flex. I'm not trying to be like, yeah, I fucking sold that 700. Yeah, fuck you. No, it's just to say that just because I have $1,000 T-shirt in my shop doesn't mean that's all I have in my shop.
Right. Yeah.
It's just the glue. It's just what sticks. Because that's what's gonna stick out to you.
Because people are gonna see that and they're gonna be like, "What else? If he's got this,
what else?
What
does
else
he
has he
have?
got?"
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of what a lot of people kind of throw shade at.
And you also have to think about, especially in your business, you have to think about like, okay, some people might be going in there just to buy it so they can turn around and flip it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
you have to be thinking on that.
And I'm
part of
okay
it
with
too.
that.
Yeah.
I've sold to other shops. I've had owners from, shout out to Ray from Run It Back Classics in Abilene, Texas. If you guys are ever in Abilene, Texas, check out Raymundo Soto over at Run It Back Classics. Beautiful shop, beautiful human being, super cool ass dude. Drives from fucking Abilene to San Angelo just to buy bundles from me. And he's done it multiple times.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? And he's another resale shop. So he knows that, hey, if I go to Isaiah, I'm going to get premium shit. And I'm going to get shit that I need to fill my racks. And he's going to give me the best price he can. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Wasn't there a guy come in from, it's right around the corner from us, and he bought like 25 T-shirts in one day?
Brian Duffy.
Oh, that was him? Oh,
Brian Duffy came into the shop and he bought mine. I have a $10 rack. It's a $5 rack now. But back then it was a $10 rack, and I think he had just opened. It might have been like his third or fourth week open in business. He had never heard of my shop. He comes in because I went to go his grand opening. When he had his grand opening, okay. I was in there, and I didn't fucking throw my weight around and be like, yeah, I got a shop, right? You know how some people are, like,
oh yeah,
kind of try to press you, and I didn't do none of that. I went in there, I grabbed the shirt off the rack, and I paid full price. Didn't ask for a discount. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. There's a new vintage shop in town. Let's fucking build these relationships. Let's network. Yeah. Let's build these relationships.
With you succeeding, builds a market for the rest of us.
Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah. So I'm like, let's build these relationships. I opened that door between me and him, and he comes back and he returns the favor tenfold. He buys my entire $10 rack. Every single shirt.
Shit, eh?
I don't want to disclose the number, but it was nice. It was
good, yeah.
It was good. And it was good business, and it was great business. And, fast forward, he made his money, right? And he didn't pay $10 a shirt. Let's just say that. I mean, obviously, he's got to make money.
I'm looking at your shirt right now. Is that a vintage shirt too?
Bro, this is one of the best fucking horror movies. I always tell people about fucking popcorn.
I mean, but it's vintage?
It's not vintage.
It's not, okay, because don't say the black on your shirt looks like badass. It's like, if that's a vintage shirt, man, damn.
It's a modern print, but it's a licensed print. Because there's a thing called a bootleg, and a bootleg is basically like a vintage T-shirt that was unlicensed.
Okay.
Because like that shirt right there, it has license and dating at the bottom. That means that Warner Brothers gave them permission to make that shirt, right?
Gotcha.
So it's official, it's authentic,
yeah.
it belongs to a company. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, and even kind of somewhat in the 80s, there was people who were hand printing shirts and selling them in the secondary market, and those are called bootlegs. They're authentic vintage T-shirts, but they're unofficial.
I got unlicensed.
Right? They don't have permission to sell those. They're kind of like hush hush,
Yeah.
And those tees kind of.
It's like when you go to a concert and they have the official shirts, and then when you drive around the parking lot,
there's a fucking guy selling, you know, less
the bootleg shirts,
cheap quality, you know. But back then, everything was good quality because the blanks that they were printing on were all made in America.
Yeah.
So they're vintage blanks, they're quality blanks, and they're just printing fucking whatever they can print off of a file, direct to garment on their shirts, and now those shirts are worth a few $1,000s.
Yeah, that's wild.
Some of them. But anyway, the shirt I'm wearing, it's an official licensed product. It's made by a company called, what are they called? I think it's called like Gore Garbs.
That sounds familiar.
Gore Garbs or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite fucking movies of all time.
Popcorn.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I would almost say she knows what's up.
Oh, she's Tiffany's our movie person in here.
Yeah.
Man. She knows all the
So
movies.
it's okay. So as you know, it's a super underrated fucking movie. It's a movie about basically like a fucking haunted movie theater.
Okay.
And
They'd have a horror-thon basically.
And it's kind of a slasher.
Okay.
There's a masked killer, but it kind of blends so many genres.
I have to check it out. I've never seen it.
And
it came out like in 1991.
it's a 90s. It's a 90s.
It's a
flick,
90s?
yeah. It's
Okay.
one of the first horror films I genuinely
91.
remember watching.
91.
I was
Okay.
right. Yes.
Yeah, and I always fucking preach about it. And another one that I preach about. Are you guys familiar with Hellraiser?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
my favorite.
Okay.
All time favorite.
We have a little figurine.
I saw it. I was just playing dumb. Okay, so do you guys know who Clive Barker is?
Yes.
Oh yeah. He's
Okay.
got some good books.
Okay, he made a movie in the 90s called Nightbreed.
Heard of
Y'all
it.
familiar with it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember the cover of it. Yes.
That fucking movie is one of the baddest,
It's underrated.
craziest fucking movies.
Probably find it on Tubi.
I feel like
Yeah.
Dr. Decker should have his own fucking TV show. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
You know what I
That
mean?
would be good. I mean, you just gave away an idea.
Bro, I feel like the premise behind Dr. Decker is so fucking genius. It's like I feel like somebody's copied it. You know, him being a therapist who's a fucking psychopathic killer who tries to pin crimes on other fucking individuals to
Yeah.
kind of get away with his crime. Like that shit's cool as fuck. And his attire, the way he looks, how he presents himself, is creepy as shit. And he's fucking played by David Cronenberg,
Yeah, I just
who's the guy who gave us Videodrome and fucking The Fly and shit.
Yeah.
Like the David fucking Cronenberg. They literally make fun of him in Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like the Cronenbergs. You know
they
what
have
I
to
mean?
leave the entire fucking universe just to go to another one.
Yeah.
because they Cronenberg the whole fucking thing.
Cronenberg.
They Cronenberg it. But anyways, like I said, man, the vintage community, I love having these conversations with people because I get to see different sides of people, genuine sides of people,
Yeah.
and share experiences with people that it's like, sometimes I don't make a sale. Sometimes they come in the shop and they don't buy anything.
You made a relationship though.
But I made a fucking friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody who's fucking cool as shit, who has similar interests,
And that person might turn around and tell somebody else.
somebody else. And
Yes.
there you go. You know what I mean? And they say, hey, that guy is there, man. He's cool as fuck, bro. I mean, he's definitely interesting, but you know, I gotta say, you know, he is who he is, and I can tell you, he's authentically himself.
Yeah.
He's not portraying an image. He's not. I've never been a tough guy. I'll say that off the top. I've never been somebody who walks around with their chest out, like trying to be all fucking tough and I fuck everybody up in this room right now. If I had fuck that. I've never been that.
Yeah.
Right.
You're just you.
I'm just me, but also I'm not a fucking pushover either. You know what I mean? I've never been somebody to let somebody put their fucking thumb on my forehead and say, sit down, little bro. You know what I mean? It's just not going to work like that.
Yeah.
And I'm an older brother. I'm the oldest out of all my siblings. So
sure.
I kind of already know what that entails.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same here.
I'm never the
It's the opposite. I'm the youngest out of all my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Always
you had
been-
to fight.
Oh, fought my brother.
didn't have a
Oh yeah,
choice.
me and my brothers have thrown chingazos too, but you know what? It's all love.
Isn't it the funny thing? You usually go harder against your own brothers than you would some person off the street.
Oh, we fuck each other up.
yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know what?
Yeah, I'm sure Oscar can
And you know
relate.
what? If
You know
somebody,
what? I had an argument with one of my friends about that. He's like, "No way, you fight your brother." Like, yeah,
Yeah, no, you go
yeah.
hard.
these punches are with love.
Yeah.
A
little more heavy, a little more weight to it.
Love.
It might be there's some eye gouging going on in there. You know?
I'm
There's some
choking him
dirty
out.
boxing.
I'm choking him out, but I'm hugging him.
Yeah, it's all about love.
Right?
Love you.
But
to see.
yeah, and my brother's one of his regulars, you know, and he'll tell you, you know, man, me and my brother, we used to get down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
one of-
man. If people are gonna go and fight somebody, be like, "Hey, do you have brothers?" That should be the first question because you're like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
he's got brothers." Yeah,
He's
nah,
like, yeah, I
nah,
do.
nah.
Are you the oldest or youngest? He's like, I'm the oldest. Oh, no,
So,
I'll be fine.
but as you know, being the oldest, they test you.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
All your brothers,
That's
they
that
all
alpha
want,
shit right there.
They all want their chance, right?
Yeah.
We all want our chance with Big Bro,
That's the alpha shit.
right? And nobody gave me more shit than the youngest one. The youngest one gave me the most shit. Oh man, I have so many fun stories with
Yeah.
him, man. It's
Yeah, it was me and my older brother, bro. Every chance.
And we're so
we fucking
close
we
now.
beat the shit out of each other.
yeah, we're so
Got to.
close now.
Yeah.
Got to.
He's probably one of my favorite brothers.
I've probably fought my own brother more than any.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I not probably. I have.
But see, when my dad used to buy these houses, right, these old rental properties, and he would get in there, to, you know, he would get us to help him, right? Like fucking put sheetrock down and shit. We're young, bro. We're fucking I want to say from maybe.
You're the crew.
Yeah. Yeah, we are the crew. We're the
Right.
work crew. From like fucking, I want to say maybe 7 till about the point I moved out, 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And my dad, he was like, all right, I bought this house. We're going to put sheetrock and shit up. I don't know what the fuck would happen, right? And I would piss him off. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'd piss him off. And he would throw fucking mud at me or something. Boy, we go to fucking ham. We go ham on each other, bro. There was like, you know, after said and done, my dad would walk in. We're all bloody nose and shit. And
Covered
he's
in
like,
fucking mud and shit.
not even covered in mud. He's like, he's got to fucking buy all the sheetrock.
Oh shit.
Because we are slamming each other, bro. And he's like, dude, and we worked for him at the time. You know, so, you know, it'd be days. Oh, no, not even fired, bro. He's like, y'all ain't getting checks this week.
Yeah, y'all
And I
better
was like,
work. Y'all better work this shit off.
Yep. And I'm like, bro,
Hey, but you and that brother,
just
I bet
built
you
a tank
y'all.
battery, bro.
I bet you y'all are tight.
oh, no, we're
doing
tight.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, there's a
the
saying,
days.
especially I heard it from my friend Snoop because he was real big into jiu-jitsu, and we used to wrestle all the time, especially when he was learning it. You know what I mean? Because he'd always want to try moves and shit. But you know, the thing about when you fight somebody, you know, I mean, yeah, even when you're mortal enemies, you actually are closer to that person than you are
yeah.
anybody else.
It's
You-
a
you just-
language,
it's
bro.
definitely.
It's a conversation.
Yeah.
When you're fighting somebody,
Yeah.
you're exchanging.
When you exchange the chingazos, to me, I feel like there's a little bit of respect where it's like, hey, man, you fucking took that.
Yeah.
No,
There really is. Yeah.
Before I had my kids, you're gonna hear me say that. Before I had my kids, there wasn't a single job I worked at where I didn't fight somebody.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know?
Allegedly.
And it just kind of just was what it was. You know what I mean? I started working at 15. I didn't have money. And
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
sad story aside, you know, I had to buy my own school clothes. I had to buy my own everything.
Yeah.
So I got my first job busting tables at a restaurant here in town. And man, the fucking cooks gave me shit, bro. The cooks they gave me the blunt of their frustrations. So one day, man, I just had enough of it, man. So I fucking fought him. In the goddamn kitchen, man. And my uncle at the time, he was dating one of the waitresses. And he goes, you tell that fucking punk bitch motherfucker that I'm on my way. And one of them guys quit, right? And the other guys, they all fucking chickened out, and they all fucking, you know, we don't want the smoke or whatever. Fast forward, you know. I end up leaving that job, and I go to another job, and I end up fucking fighting some guy there too. And I'm like, man, what the fuck's my problem? Do I have a fucking... Is something going on with my face? Do I have a mug or something?
Yeah, man. Some people just want to test everybody, man.
Oh, yeah, bro.
and you got somebody like that everywhere.
Shout out to fighting in the kitchen. I got a scar.
Right.
Right there when I fought in the kitchen.
And I've never fought besides my brothers, I've never fought anybody my age.
Oh, yeah.
I've always fought people way older than me. way older than me. You know what I mean? And that's just the name of the game. That's just the name of. That's just how I was brought up. That's just the survival mode that I've always been in. It's always been, you know. Yeah. It's always that one guy.
It's probably an intimidation thing, man. Like you don't really think about it at the time, but some people might be a little intimidated by you, and they want to be like, nah, I need to. I want to set him in his place.
I don't carry myself like that. I'm a fucking nerd.
But that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
the
a
thing.
fucking dweeb.
But you have the confidence that you don't even worry about none of that. That doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, but the kitchen's different, bro. The kitchen
is different.
Everybody.
He knows.
That's
he
true.
knows.
The kitchen is different.
And when you're a young, you know, decent looking individual, and you got 40-something-year-old individuals who may not be happy with themselves.
Oh yeah.
You know, they see a guy who's just starting out, who has all the opportunities they squandered.
Look at this motherfucker happy. Look at this motherfucker. Life hadn't crushed him yet.
Fucking
I'm gonna crush
wiping
him.
down these tables like a fucking bum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, and you get shit, and it's like, you either fucking put up or shut up, you know. You gotta get in or get out.
Yep.
You know.
Fuck yeah.
You know, there is something about the restaurant business that's a little.
Oh yeah,
it's cutthroat. It's cutthroat. Like I've busted tables before.
Yeah.
I've cooked before. I've waited tables before. But you know what's crazy is the Mexican, and I've worked at a Japanese restaurant. The Japanese restaurant, boy, it was some crazy shit, bro. Everybody's got fucking knives, bro. Like
fucking
everybody's got fucking knives,
them all
and
the
they're
time.
sharpening them all the
hell
time. Yeah. I mean, this one that I worked at, you know, the first thing everybody did, we came in, we went straight to the back, we started cleaning shrimp. Everybody has a knife, and it's super sharp. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of shit talking going on because we're all right across the table from each other cleaning shrimp. You know, and you know somebody's hungover, somebody's fucking girlfriend just broke up with them. Some, you know, and it's this whole fucking thing, and everybody's got something to fucking say. And then somebody gets mad, and then here we go. You know,
fuck
yeah, here it comes.
Yep.
Right?
Push the fucking levers. I'm like, because that's what used to be our thing, is the prep. You know.
Yep.
I was like, who can we piss off first?
Yeah.
See, my problem growing up is, like I said, I always looked older than what I was. So I remember when I was 14, my friend at the time, him and his mom, we went with another person and their kids to Six Flags in Dallas. And the girl, she liked me. She was my age. Her dad just got out of prison.
Oh, shit.
He thought I was 17, 18 trying to hook up with his 14-year-old daughter.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, no, I'm 14. And so now here I am arguing with a grown man, and like, I'm so used to fighting older people, I'm not backing down.
Yeah.
It would help that I played football all my life. I've been 5'10" since the 7th grade. I thought I was going to be 6'4" like my brother, but no.
Corn fed.
All right, God stopped me at 5'10".
You're a little tank then.
Yeah.
Man. And I'm about to fight this 40-year-old dude that just got out of prison. I didn't give a damn. And it's just like, but they stepped in, and it's just like.
It's all hyped up on Mountain Dew. Man.
Yeah. Like, oh, and you don't think you too old for my daughter? I'm like, we're the same age. I'm 14. He's like, no, you don't look like no 14-year-old. I'm like, I can't help that.
The bench warmers where he gives them
more
that
like
fucking
41.
piece of paper and it says, I'm 12.
And then I have fought a 42-year-old when I was 15 because I was in the quinceañera.
That's wild.
It's crazy. Well,
wild.
I've always gone to quinceañeras because I don't know Spanish, but I danced to the music.
Yeah.
All my life growing up. I used to love going. I didn't even know who quinceañera was. All I know, we showed
we
up.
never did. Yeah,
The only thing that mattered to me if there was a dress code. If I had to tuck my shirt in, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna lie. That was the only reason why. But I'll go in not knowing who the quinceañera was for and just be dancing because I know one of the people, one of the dudes, one of the chicks, and just go dance with them and we all have fun and stuff like that. I stood up in the quinceañera. It was my ex-girlfriend. Some 40-year-old dude was trying to talk to her, and I go around the corner. I was like, "Are you all right?" And he sprints at me.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And I had to hit this 40-year-old dude, and reaction kicked in. Had to hit him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
That fight or flight, man.
Take him in stride.
it's always fight. That's my problem.
Yeah, that's
I don't.
before I had my kids, right?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Right.
Same thing that happened when I was bouncing. I was going to school to learn how to cut hair back in 2015. I was bouncing at Club Amnesia.
I remember that clip.
Yeah.
So the owner or the guy that was renting it out,
Hey, were you? No, I'm just kidding.
All right, sidebar. This is a funny story before I get back to the main story.
I know what he's about to say.
Yes. So I got another barber. His name is Noah Sanchez.
That's the homie. Shout out to Noah.
Sanchi Slice on Bookskis. You can hook him. You can get hooked up there. He is his age, and I was bouncing, and Snoop Dogg came, right? I think he was like 16 or 17, and it was like, yeah, we're not letting nobody under 18 in. We don't care who it is. So he comes up, and he was getting cut by my brother. He's like, oh, I know you. Your brother cuts my hair. And I'm like, oh, I remember you. What's up? He's like, yeah. I was like, you got your ID? You know.
Oh, come on, bro.
So he's like, oh, you're not going to let me in? I was like, no. And so fast forward, now he works with me. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. But go back to the original story. Yeah.
Was like, hey, bro, can you do me a favor? Remember how you didn't let me in?
No.
They let you in, man. The Boosie concert that year was crazy too.
I imagine.
Remember that?
Oh my goodness.
That's one of those concerts that will bring the people out.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he can't get in trouble for it now, but whatever the max capacity was, he was well over that.
Oh yeah.
We wasn't prepared for that at all. We didn't have enough bouncers, and it was just like 8 of us. We needed 10 more of us that night. And I guarantee you,
rowdy.
And it would have still been a rough time.
it still would have been a rough time.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was 8 of us. 4 of us alone was at the door.
And this was Club Amnesia, right?
Yeah.
Back when it was Club Amnesia.
Where was that at?
And it's over
By that hotel,
the Red Roof.
Oh, in Jackson?
It's Corona's.
Kind of
now.
by
Coronas.
kind of by Ben and Flicken.
Coronas, yeah.
Yeah, Corona's.
Over on that side of town.
Yeah.
It used to be a bunch of different clubs.
The library.
The library. Dude, the library was cool, bro.
Yeah.
10-cent beers until 10 p.m.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? You're going to
Club
kill
Raw was
somebody.
like that.
See,
too.
this is before my time, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we would go there at 6 p.m. and drink. We were double fisting. I would grab 2 fucking beers and get right back in line. And then just do that thing until 10 p.m. I would just do that thing until 10 p.m.
Like you were born a little late, man. We have, you know.
And, y'all keep telling me this, bro. But you know what? I'm an old soul, all right? I'm old at heart.
you can live it through us.
Yeah. We had Grams. We had Club Amnesia.
Club Raw did the 10 cent.
Club Raw did
I remember
that.
Club Epic.
I don't remember that
No,
one. Where was that?
Scrub Pub.
Oh, the Scrub Pub was the shit.
Wise Guys.
Wise Guys was
I
cool.
bounced at Wise Guys.
I
too.
was around for Shakey's.
Shakey's was cool as
I was
shit.
around.
Hey,
Bro,
Roxy's was already closed by this time, right? Or were they still open?
Roxy's was still open at that time.
okay,
Roxy's. Yeah, Roxy's was that was wild.
Roxy, man.
That was wild.
Can't
place.
relate.
Yeah.
Well, Roxy's was wild because right across in that shopping center there was a bar there called. It's been many different things. It was tequilas. It was coyotes. It was man. It's been all.
It's been all kinds
Club
of
Patron
things.
now, right?
Club Patron
Club
now.
Patron.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
now.
Epic was.
Is that where Epic was at? Okay.
That's what Epic was, and he didn't. It's funny enough. I know the guy that ran it. The name was Bo. He didn't have a liquor license, so it was BYOB.
Yeah.
And he didn't close it down until like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then the cops got wind of it, and they would come on stage, snatch the mic, and say, "Y'all gotta go, or we're gonna start handing out tickets."
Damn.
It got to that point because he wouldn't shut it down, and it went as long as it went.
But it's BYOB, so I mean, you're not selling alcohol.
They didn't care.
Damn.
They did not care.
Yeah, that's
See,
nuts.
and I remember being at. Well, they're not open no more, so I'm gonna say it. So hookah, right? Hookah used to be open. They wouldn't open until 2 a.m. because they needed clubs, which was smart on his part. Clubs were closing down at 2 a.m. He was opening at 2 a.m. That was like an after party, so everybody would go there and just chill there until 4, 5, 6 a.m. You know what I mean?
The sun came out sometimes.
Bro, shit happened all the time. Like I've been in there and there was somebody brought a fucking keg.
Oh wow.
Allegedly.
Because allegedly.
Well, they would always bring the keg.
That was.
Allegedly.
But other people, because it was BYOB, so other people would also.
You would come
bring
to expect
party
it. Where's
favors.
the cake?
There was that there.
We're not selling beer. We'll sell you
You
cups.
sell you a cup.
Oh,
yeah.
What do I fill the cup with?
But man,
Whatever you want to fill it up with.
Water, soda.
you know as well as anybody because you work the club scene. As it gets later in the night, the wilder it's gonna get.
Oh, yeah.
And man, that's probably why he ended up shutting it down because the shit was getting crazy.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
Shit was
Yeah.
getting
That
crazy.
goes back to what I was saying. So the last month I worked for him before I just strictly went cutting hair because I was going to school, graduating, was still being a bouncer. You know where Giz and Homes is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next to it,
right down the road.
he also was renting
The beer
that spot
garden?
out.
Yeah.
Yes. and I was there, and the woman, she had gotten into a fight, and I knew who she was, and I picked her up and took her outside. And when I turned around, like 2 minutes later, I'm like, you got to calm down. Da, 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 da. Red dot on my chest. And I said,
Dang.
the dumbest shit ever. What you going to do, shoot me in front of all these people?
Damn.
And that's when I told my wife, I said
remember
that.
this story, yeah.
And she's like, yeah, you need to stop bouncing because she's like, I know you and I know you meant that. And I'm just like, yeah. That's why it's crazy. It's just I grew up fighting my brothers a lot and fighting other people. It's always I don't think I've ever ran from a fight. And that's now I'll talk.
It's a positive and a negative.
Now
to have that
I
attitude
just
about it.
talk my way out of things and make people laugh and go on
You've
about my
matured.
day. But when I was younger, it's always like, well, shit, we can fight. Like,
Yeah,
because I'd never been knocked out as a kid. And so it was always fun. Fighting was always,
my
I
pride won't
never
let
was
me.
mad about fighting. I never got mad. I was never heated about fighting.
Yeah.
It was always fun. It was like a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's why when he said people got their screw loose, I think mine's playing football and running into people head first.
You lost this.
Yeah,
Yeah, yours fell all the way out.
That's how I
You have to
feel.
replace it eventually, man.
Have you ever tried to do any like I don't know, like so like bakers down the street, they had their open mat. People can just come in off the street and just
Spar and fuck each other up.
straight up legal fighting. You can
That's
just go in there and
sick.
just
Well, when I was
Hobo
we
fight.
used
Yeah,
to-
it was like an open mat.
when I was in the military, we'd go around sparring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when I got out, I started having more kids. I'm like, well, I can't. Like, I see people get injured. That's why I don't play. Like, when I got out, I wanted to play semi-pro football, but I was like, I messed up my knee and pulled my hamstring when I was in the military too. Yeah. So it was just like that, and then I'm seeing people
Ouch.
breaking arms and getting hurt, and they don't have insurance.
CTE
Like,
and all
yeah.
that.
And I was like,
That's a bad thing. Right
Yeah,
there.
CTE, man.
well, that too. Well, I'm not really worried about CTE. They'll know
They
when
haven't
I
been
have
knocked out
it.
yet.
Yeah.
They'll know I have it when I'm dead. But
He went his
but
whole
like
life.
no
This fucking
insurance.
screw is just rolling around in there.
Oh, he's like, I wonder what that ringing was in my ear.
I got that too. Shit.
Oh,
But,
hell.
people getting hurt with no insurance. I was like, well, I got kids and I'm about to
Yeah,
start
can't
cutting.
afford that.
There's a barber now who boxed and hurt his hand. I'm just sitting there like, see, that's why I don't do that shit no more, because he hurt his cutting hand, and I'm just like,
Now he's out money.
Oh, that's my money.
I can't afford that. So
Yeah.
now I'm chill. Like, yes, nah, you got it. Whatever, go around.
Yeah.
Just because if I mess up my right hand, like I got bit by a dog, and it's healing up nicely. But
That was
at
recently.
first,
Yeah, that was recently.
It happened right after Christmas. Yeah, right after.
It was
Christmas.
after. It was like New Year's.
Yeah,
around that
right
time.
before the New Year's, the 30th.
Yeah.
And I'm thought like, oh shit, I can't bend this thumb.
Eesh.
Luckily, well, with the
Gotcha
Clippers,
too, man. That
and
dog
you can still
got in
see
there
the
and
blood clot, or not clot, but the blood.
took a
Oh,
piece. He tasted that blood.
Yeah. And so I was nervous, like, damn, what if I can't cut anymore? But luckily, the way I hold the clippers is mostly the front part. He bit me,
Sanitation
like,
is definitely a big part of
right
it. Too.
there.
Oh,
It was-
yeah.
I was like, you're gonna have to get a job now. I know you ain't worked in a while.
That's a hard deal, man.
Yeah, that's a tough
tattoo
pill
artists,
to swallow.
tattoo artists that ride motorcycles. Man,
It's a big
it
risk.
scares me, man, because it's like, dude, it's not if you're gonna fall,
Just win.
it's when you're gonna fall. Because
Man, but they can make a chair for Stephen Hawking. They can make some kind of break for a barber. or tattoo artist.
Your barber's just like typing letters on a keyboard while he's tattooing you. That's fucking crazy.
Do you want to do shady?
God damn it!
Are you gonna cut your eyebrows, or do you want me to? Oh shit! Typing this shit. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, but I can understand that, man. And everybody, you use your hands for work, especially when you're a barber, or you're a tattoo artist, or something like.
Oh, yeah.
That's your money. And if you can't use that, you can't make money.
Oh yeah, that's
So now you're,
It's like when I was getting out the military, I didn't know what I was gonna do. My brother was like, "Why don't you just cut hair?" I was like, "You gonna teach me?" He's like, "Yeah." So went to the school, and then I would go to his shop afterwards and learn how to cut. And then that's when I start realizing, like, damn, I can't be doing that, because what if I hurt my wrist? What if I break a finger? Because I've broken this finger in football, and you can see the scars where the bone came through.
Oh yeah.
Where the bone came through. So I've had football injuries and stuff like that, but
Oh shit.
Dude, football's great, but it gets to when you get injuries like that. I remember being in high school, we were playing, hard football because we had it was like one of the Gandhis was our coaches, and everything we were playing tough man football. Dude, guys were walking around with braces on their knees all the time.
Looking like Stone
All
Cold
the
Steve
time,
Austin
bro.
walking
Bro,
around with
yeah,
fucking knee
bro,
braces.
I'm
and
talking
shit.
like all the time. Like everybody was getting fucked up, bro. And it was like, dude, we're in high school. Like, can you imagine how those guys feel now?
Dude, we were in fucking junior high breaking bones, dog.
Yeah.
Like there's
Oh yeah,
on our team-
concussions
yeah,
regularly.
That
fucking
one,
it was bad.
I had
broken femurs and just
ringer.
fucking
Yeah. So I was like third string running back, right? Man, and granted, I'm not that big now. I wasn't that big in high school either. I couldn't get past like 130 pounds. My thing was defense. I was great defense. I was strong safety. I fucking loved it because I would go full blast into everybody. But we were playing Brownwood. Both of the
different breed, huh?
Oh yeah. We were playing Brownwood, and it was for the district title, and both running backs, first and second string, got hurt. Both of them knee injuries out. Right, so I go in. My first play, I break away, make a touchdown. It's like fuck yeah. They weren't expecting me to get the ball though, because I was the fucking smallest guy out there. The next time we were out there again, I get the ball again. I break away, but one of them grabs my jersey. And I'm trying to pull away from the jersey. I'm trying to pull away. And another one, he slows me down enough to where another guy comes and grabs me. Well, they don't actually tackle me. He grabs the jersey, the other guy grabs the jersey. They spin me around, and then I get slammed on the ground. Right? I hit my head so hard on the fucking ground. And this is like December, you know what I mean? It's cold as shit. Man, I've never been hit that hard or hit the ground that hard. You ever seen, I don't know if you have, I saw stars. Like I literally saw stars.
Yeah.
And when I got up, it took me a minute to get up. When I got up, the ball was supposed to come to me again. That was the next play. Well, the quarterback's calling the play, and he's saying the play, and I'm like, hey, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, I can't remember the fucking plays. Like, it was weird as fuck. I couldn't remember the plays. I realized that I knew where we were at. I knew we were playing football, but I couldn't remember details like that. And then he had to tell me, okay, yeah, you're going here. You're going A gap, B gap. And I was like, which one's A gap? Which one's B gap? I was like, fuck.
Got the fundamentals.
Bro,
Right.
straight up.
What's a 3-point stance again? How do you do that?
And so instead of doing the actual play, I would just spin to the outside. I was just spinning to the outside every time, spinning to the outside. And I would just get fucking hammered every fucking time. We lost the game. At the end of the fucking game, we go back to the locker room where all of our shit's at. So we have everything in piles. Like, boom, here's my shit. Here's everybody's. They did us dirty. We didn't even have actual lockers or nothing. Everything's just on the ground. I had to wait for everybody to get their shit, and I knew the last one that would be there would be mine because I couldn't even remember where I left my shit at.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like after that experience, I was kind of like, man, I don't know.
And it was a concussion, right?
It was, but they didn't at the time. That wasn't
They
even
didn't
a thing
diagnose it.
either.
Yeah.
I remember the next Monday when we had our meeting. We had a meeting after the game where we watched film and everything, right? And the coaches were looking at the film. They're like, "Were you playing?" I was like, "What do you mean? What the fuck was I playing?" They're like, "You didn't even get hit." I was like, "I know I didn't get fucking hit. Like I knew I didn't get hit." I was like, "But I hit the ground."
Yeah.
But they were like, "Nah, there's no way." They tried to make it look like I was bullshitting, like because I was
Like
scared,
you gave up
I was scared to get hit.
mid-fucking game or some
I was like,
shit.
motherfucker, I stayed in till the end of the fucking game, getting hammered like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that was their mindset.
Different times.
Yeah,
bro.
it was different times. It was
yeah.
different times. CTE wasn't even.
Right.
It wasn't
Well,
even really
nine-
known as a thing at that. This
Well,
would have been
the
like
NFL was
98,
trying to hide
99.
it.
Yeah,
This ain't no allegedly.
Oh,
They made a movie with Will Smith.
I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
an
facts.
eye-opening movie right there.
Because if I remember in the movie correctly, they said, what was it, 10 to 20% of people drop out of junior high or high school football. That would hurt the pipeline from players to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So, they were trying to protect because, moms are real quick to be like, nah, my son's not playing.
Yeah.
Not my baby.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
So-
it's crazy. I mean, if you really think about it, like, I wonder, like, kids that have been playing since, like, YMCA, definitely. I know kids can take.
Oh, they got the Chris Benoit situation, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. Because I mean, don't they usually go
they're
fucking
criminals
nuts?
and they go fucking nuts.
A lot of them commit suicide.
They get into. I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, basically, yeah, they fucking lose their mind.
Self harm.
You know, a lot of them either turn to drugs to kind of escape the headaches and.
What do they call that? Unalive. There you go. Unalive.
Yeah. And it gets. I mean, like we were saying, the Chris Benoit situation where it's like. They commit heinous shit, bro.
Who was the wrestler? There was a wrestler that killed himself, a Mexican guy. Eddie Guerrero.
No, he didn't kill himself.
He didn't kill him? I thought he killed himself.
He had a heart condition.
Oh, he had a heart condition. Okay.
His veins around his heart hardened and crystallized.
He had a cardio condition. He actually there's a famous scene, a famous clip in the WWE vault where he's in the middle of a match. It's one of his last matches in early 2005. He's having a match, and I think it might have been against JBL. He's having a match, and he fucking passes out.
Oh shit!
Completely blacks out in the middle of the stage, falls on the fucking ground face first, and just lays there in the middle of the ring. And JBL or whoever his match is against, hurry up and fucking comes and does the finish on him. 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 taps him out, and they fucking rush him out of the ring.
Damn.
And this was before he passed away. So he had already knew he had this heart condition. He knew he was like on his last legs.
Yeah.
And he went out on his own terms.
Damn.
I
didn't know that.
I remember seeing Eddie Guerrero.
And his daughter's wrestling now.
Yeah. Is she really?
Carolyn Guerrero.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah,
Travel.
she's breaking in. Yeah. She's breaking. The Rock's daughter actually just left. She was in WWE for a little while.
Oh shit.
She was running NXT.
No, she was signed to WWE. She did not renew her contract.
Trying to think of that football player that killed himself, Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez. That was more of a ploy.
Well, I mean, here it says like he showed a severe case of stage 3 chronic traumatic.
Well, I mean,
CTE.
I'm sure that played a part.
Man, so that's the other thing. So a lot of his trauma was in college.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it was in college. Man, college ball, and
It's
a
they're
little bit,
so hungry, man.
Yeah,
They want to get that
different.
ticket.
Yeah, it's different now because now they are kind of hooking them up a little bit. You have the transfer portals and shit like that. But back then, man, everybody was like, I have to show out here. Like they would play. Usually, they would play harder in college ball than they would in pro ball.
And coast in pro ball.
Yeah, because man, you had to because that's how you punch your ticket.
That's how you got seen.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think he played for the Gators, man. I think a lot of the guys
With
on that
Tebow.
team with Tebow, most of the guys
Riley
except for
Cooper.
Tebow, most of the guys on that Gators team went pro. Tebow did, but because of his beliefs, then it's kind of sad how they did. Tebow.
Cam Newton was a backup.
I didn't know that.
He was a backup his freshman year. He had to go down to JUCO because you couldn't lateral transfer like you can today.
Yeah.
So he had to go down to JUCO for a year, and then he came back to Auburn.
I didn't know that.
Run.
Deon's an encyclopedia when it comes to football, man. Any questions you got, this is the guy.
Where did you play? Did you play college ball?
No.
Oh, okay. You're just into it.
Yeah. I don't know. Watch Favre play football back in the 90s and loved it ever since.
Yeah.
And now he doing stupid shit. I'm just like,
But see, he could possibly be a case of CTE too, man, because this is before Favre played football before it was brought out about the CTE. I think the worst case of the CTE
right now.
What's that?
He has Parkinson's right now.
He has Parkinson's. See, that could be tied to that too.
I mean, it can be. I'm not gonna.
Isn't Parkinson's a nerve disease?
I think so. Yeah.
It has to do with the nerves.
Yeah, but see, so I feel like some of the worst cases of the whole CTE deal was a lot of the guys from the Steelers, whenever they were playing with what's his name, Terry Bradshaw.
Brown? Oh, you talking about way back then?
Way back then, yeah, because this was like 70s, 1970s, and these guys were like the helmets weren't really that great, I mean,
Joe Green.
The bus.
No, the bus is later.
Oh yeah, it's later.
The bus is in the 90s.
Is he in the 90s?
Yeah, Jerome Bettis.
Yeah,
he got
right. He was in
drafted by the
90s.
Rams first, and then he went over to the Steelers. You're thinking of Franco Harris.
Yes, but especially like a lot of the guys on the line, a lot of those guys actually ended up unaliving themselves, and come to find out, CTE
Contributed a lot.
Yeah,
To that.
but they had. I mean, these guys were these guys were some bad dudes. Like, you know, I mean, like
that steel curtain defense.
the steel curtain.
They were hitting people.
Yeah.
They were hitting Jack Ham, Jack Locke.
The fuck? Why'd you cut out?
You're cutting out, boss.
Oh, Jack
There
Ham,
you are.
Mean Joe Green. You had Lynn Swan, Stallworth, Franco Harris, Terry Brush. I got a friend. They are Steeler fans. They got like the fat head.
Lonnie.
Lonnie Rowe.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Their
Shout out to
family
Lonnie.
are all Steeler, super Steeler
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah,
Those
that's a
70s
big
Steelers
diehard.
teams were like, they were no joke, bro. Like the steel curtains, what they called them, man, because they were just the defense and the offense lines were just monsters. But they had to pay for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I mean, it's part of the game. You know, especially in the 70s. You know, like shit. That's they're coming into their golden era because I feel like football. When was the first Super Bowl? 60s. So, and it was like football wasn't really that popular when it was first started. You know what I mean? Wasn't until like the late 70s, you know, it blew up. And then, you know, then in the 80s, you had the Cowboys came into play. They became something.
Yeah.
And then then the 90s, of course, you know, and then everything just kind of exploded from there. And it is what it is now.
Yeah, no, I just remember seeing them old ass helmets. I'm like, man, you motherfuckers are playing in that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they're playing in fucking leather
Yeah.
fucking helmets.
Yeah, bro,
With
like,
goddamn
get
no
the
face
fuck
guard,
outta
no,
Yeah.
no chin strap, just straight
That's
fucking
fucking
motorcycle
nuts,
helmet.
bro.
Is,
The
what
rug-
is the studies on rugby players?
That's what I was
Oh,
about to say.
yeah, I was-
Rugby.
I was-
They don't.
Yeah.
I don't think there is much studies, man.
Are they getting
Rugby.
CTE at the same
Oh,
rate?
1,000%.
Rugby is rough.
Yeah,
My
1,000%.
daughter plays rugby.
You got a rugby team here?
Yeah,
ASU?
I gotta tell my daughter about that because she wants to play. Like I said, my oldest wanted to play football, but I told her no. But she said I'll settle for rugby. I was like, all right.
Rugby is probably more hardcore.
Yeah,
Fuck,
but
man.
with football, she'd be playing against with guys instead
Oh,
of
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
sure,
women who
Yeah.
are equally to her strength. You know,
I don't know, man. You need to go to a rugby game because I'm just like,
no, I know how tough rugby is, but I'd rather her play rugby with other
girls.
women
Yeah.
than play football with men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The world we live in, you know, she might be.
No, I see where you're coming from. I think I would be the same way too.
yeah. How old is she?
She's 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, ASU. I don't know if they have. I don't think they have anything younger than that.
No, I know, not right now, but like
Yeah.
she wants to go to college, so if she goes to ASU, I can tell her to go.
This is your oldest daughter?
Yeah, Aaliyah.
You should tell her to go to a rugby game and check it out.
Yeah,
When do they start?
they've already started. They have a game in Houston this weekend.
I'm not making that.
Yeah, I'll let you know, man. I know they do a lot of practice here. Like it's not very the women's rugby is not very big, you know, so they're not like fucking.
So is it
Devo
like
players or nothing like
has
that.
it existed in the last 10 years? Or is it like fairly new?
No, I want to say it's. Man, that's a good question. I don't know that.
I think it's been here at least 10.
Yeah, it
We'll
might
make
it
a
might
home,
be.
we'll make a home game because
Yeah.
like I said, I go to the ASU football.
Yeah, because my daughter, like, she's the runt man of the team. She's fast as fuck though, and you can see her just like it's funny me watching her because everyone else, all the other girls, they're bigger girls, right? So when she runs, she remember that scene on oh fuck, well, I don't know which fucking Avengers movie it was, but when the Black Panther and Captain America are running, but they're running through everybody like hauling ass.
man.
Civil War or
That's during
so.
Civil War.
It's
That's
Civil War?
whenever Black Panther's chasing Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
He's chasing him in the streets, trying
Yes,
to catch him
okay.
because he
all
killed his
all
dad.
three of them.
Okay,
Are running.
just like that, bro. She's fucking like woof,
Chopping,
dude, like
bro.
getting down the field, and I'm
Yeah.
like, cool. She's kind of like position herself and take this girl down. Fuck no, bro. I'm like, you can't be hitting them straight on like that, man. I was like, it's not that. It's
Come
part of the
from the
game. You
side.
got to take them down, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, you're going to school to be a pilot. I need your fucking brain intact. You know? And she just fucking mows these bitches down, bro. And I'm like, daughter, I love you, but you got to stop hitting like that. You know? It's like you see them like that. They'll be sitting there
Turn them corners a
and
little
they'll get
too
hit.
They don't have helmets at all, right?
Fuck no. Well, some of them do. Some
Okay,
of them.
some of them
There's a helmet, but you look like Megamind.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll hit like this, dude. Like I should you not. You see them girls go, just hit the fucking ground. I'm like,
Just straight
chill the
fucking
fuck
horizontal,
out.
bro.
Yeah, bro. We went to Lubbock. Yeah, we went to Lubbock to watch. They were playing whatever was it Aggies or whatever the fuck is there A&M.
Oh,
Texas Tech.
Yeah, Raiders.
And they fucking. I'm sitting there just like watching her, and then just plow this girl down, and I'm like, fuck, dude. And she's sitting there. She's just laying there. The coaches come out and shit like that. Not for her, but for the other girl, she just fucking laid out.
Damn.
And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here, man?
So the thing, and I realized this whenever I played football, is you can use your speed when you hit somebody.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I love playing defense so much, bro. Because I would sit back there and spy it. You know, I would sit there and watch the quarterback. I'd watch the receivers. I'd watch the running back. I'd watch everything that's going on, and I'd give myself just a little bit of time and figure out where this is going.
Yeah.
And when I figured it out, full blast and just kaboom. And dude, sometimes I'd hit somebody, and we'd both just got like that, you know. But I loved it though. I don't know. I don't know what it was, man.
It looks like she has fun, bro. She broke her finger this last game.
I tape it up.
Yeah, so she finished playing. She just taped it up to the finger.
When I broke my finger, that's what happened. It was the beginning of the third quarter. I didn't even know I broke it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the trainer see blood come. I was like, "Well, just wrap it up. We'll deal with it later."
Yeah.
And when on the ride home from Midland,
It was just throbbing, right?
during the game, I didn't feel it. Afterwards, I'm like,
Adrenaline came down.
I need a pain pill.
Reality sits in, and it's like, holy.
Once that
fuck.
adrenaline goes away, that's a different story.
They didn't even know the bone was out until we got back to San Angelo.
Holy shit.
And we take the glove off. I left the glove on.
This for Central?
No, this was, yes, ninth grade year. We didn't even know the bone was out until I got back and we saw it. And that's why I got that scar right here now. I got that scar right here.
I see it, yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because if you feel my fingers, you can feel the bump still.
Oh, it didn't sit right.
Yeah, it didn't sit right.
Yeah.
So one day I told my daughter, I said, "Oh, feel this real quick." She's like, "Oh, that's smooth." I said, "Yeah, feel the other one." She's like, "Ah!" She's like, "What is that?" I was like, "Yeah,
normal.
I was like, "Yeah, that's why I told you the bone came out." And like I played football like that. Half a game of football, didn't realize the bone was sticking out because I left the glove on.
Yeah.
I was like, "And that's what you want to play?" You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to play? Like this is. Besides, I had an AC sprain in my right shoulder. Those are the two worst injuries I ever had playing football. Yeah. It was just pretty much sore muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are the two worst injuries I ever had. But knowing that, like, I might have CTE,
Right, just a little.
you know, allegedly. But
I mean, you like to fight. So.
but you know what I mean. Well, now I'm so chill. I like listening to calm music. I don't listen like. If I'm going to the club or like, cause I like to go out in San Antonio, then I like listening to rap music. I'm R&B, just chill,
Just vibing.
90s R&B,
Vibing, yeah.
Right.
Jodeci, you know.
Damn,
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Like
Boyz
way
II
back in the day.
Men, Shy, All for One. That's what I like listening.
That's
to.
real R&B right there.
Yes.
You have a CTE light.
So now, like, that's why it's just.
He's
like,
got boneless.
I'm watching AB get crazy, and I'm just like, I'm chilled.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be home and chill, no yelling, nothing stressful and stuff like that. I love my job. I don't want to kill nobody. I'm like, what did they get? Yeah. I mean, well, we know what they got. I'm like pre-CTE or something, but that's about
one
it.
more hit is all it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I appreciate your coming. This is a fun conversation,
Yeah,
man. I
man,
fucking enjoyed
absolutely,
myself. The amount of knowledge is in your head. These fucking kids, man. All these fucking kids that are under 30, bro.
I don't even feel like he's younger than us, honestly.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, I'm pushing 30, bro.
Are you? Well,
not even
No, you're. I mean,
old
you're
at
still
all.
under 30, right? You're
28.
28.
Yeah, I'll be 28 in March.
The amount of people.
I'm an Aries. I'll be 28 in March.
The amount of people we have sit in that chair that are under 30 that blow my fucking mind, man.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know Cozy Andretti?
Yeah, actually, we have a history. Me and that guy. Yeah, we got some funny stories, man.
Oh, no
Yeah,
shit.
man.
That kid too, man. I'm just like, fuck.
The stuff that, like, how do you know this stuff? Like, I wouldn't think that somebody.
How do y'all
Yeah,
retain that
man. I mean,
information?
he's an Aries too, if I'm not mistaken. So we're a different breed, bro. We just
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm a Taurus, just stubborn
Yeah,
and
man.
forget shit. I don't want to get drunk all the time.
we just do what we do, bro. And like I preach this all the time, man. Just authentically yourself, bro. Just come in here, come in anywhere, wherever you're at. Pause, and just
Resume.
be your most authentic self, man.
Absolutely,
Honestly,
man.
you know, and I think that's gonna carry more weight.
Yeah.
and be more genuine than anything else.
Yeah, no, fuck yeah,
So
man.
Putting on a mask is definitely gonna have to come off eventually.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So before we get off of here real quick, would you mind giving everybody where they can find y'all at?
Any plugs?
3132 Short Way, San Angelo, Texas. New Wave 2.0 Barbershop and Vintage Threads. We've been there for like 6 years.
6 years, 5 years.
That's right there in the Jackson Square
Jackson,
Park.
right
Jackson
next door to
Whataburger,
Dream
which I go
Shark
every day.
Toys and
Yeah.
Games.
Okay.
What's that rings shop that's right next to us? I forget. The Class Ring that's right next door to us.
Is it Baylor? Not Baylor.
Yeah, I think so.
It might be
Starts
that.
with a B. And then
Okay.
there's a head shop in there too.
Oh shit. Okay.
Right in
Yeah.
front of Long John's.
Yeah, it's right across from Long John
Yes, sir.
Silver's. You can't miss us. We're right there.
Okay.
Fucking A, man. Well, that's where you can go check them out.
Yeah, y'all go check it out.
Hell yeah,
What
dude.
they
Get
a haircut
Get
while
that
you're there.
haircut faded up. Guys, thank you again for listening. And shit, we'll catch y'all next week.
What it
What it
do?
do?
Yeah.